Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Progressive Discussions. I'm your host, James P. Madonna, and it is I wouldn't say the middle of November yet, but it's we are definitely getting close to the first 2 weeks of November. Time is flying. And I hope everyone had a very nice thanks um, All Hallows Eve, Samhain, aka Samhain, All Saints Day, and All Souls Day, the Day of the Dead. I know I had a great time, so I hope everybody is enjoying their autumn, despite the fact that the world, and to a certain extent, the country is in chaos. It's still in chaos. Is it the end times? I don't know. You never know. I mean, all the evidence definitely points in the direction of the end times, getting closer to the Great Tribulation for those that are believers. It definitely seems like it. In the way you can tell we're in the end times is, according to what the Bible says, is that information will be advanced very rapidly. Information. Now, When you think about that, what comes to mind? Right? Technology, computers, robotics. Okay, now robotics is totally taken over. I mean, they've. I'm going to be showing some robotics update videos like I always do because I'm very big on technology. I love science. And every week I am blinded by science, just like the 1980s song. Uh, it was like Poetry in Motion, something like that. Anyway, they have developed, uh, well, there's stiff competition when it comes to robotics. They have developed a very sophisticated humanoid, um, all-purpose robot, and it's only getting better. The um, the versatility of the robot, the dexterity of it. It now has robot skin that can sense, that can touch and feel the slightest of sensory experience that humans have when it comes to touch. They're able to pick up things gently without destroying it. They've gotten to that point, and they're able to, with emotion, um, just like a human, they're able to have an intelligent conversation with a person. Not the robots being mass produced to work in industry, in warehouses, factories, wherever, dangerous occupations, construction. Yeah, there's robots that are doing construction work better than any human, and it doesn't look bright for the employment situation, the job market being replaced by robots. But you know what? It's progress. It's inevitable. What can you do? A corporation, uh, in the long run, is a corporation will save much more money purchasing sophisticated robots and having a robot technician on site to maintain them compared to a human workforce. Um, and all the mistakes that the human workforce makes. And the fact that they get sick, they call out, or they come to work with a hangover, or whatever the case may be. They require benefits, they require health care, they require retirement. I know it's a sad situation. It really is for people. Whereas the sophisticated android, humanoid type robot, you just plug them in and they know when to get plugged in. They know when their power supply is low, and they probably plug themselves in if since they're so smart. And that includes the android robots made in Japan with the lifelike female body and face, with body heat and everything. Okay, somebody is wealthy enough to buy one today for $30,000. All right, you don't have to take them out to dinner and drinks. You just plug them in. That's it. And if they start nagging you, you hit the power switch, turn them off, like Harry Mudd from the Star Trek episode. He made a replica. He had androids, Harry Mudd's women, something like that. and he had a replica of his ex-wife, and uh, just to bring back memories of her nagging him. When she started nagging him, he hit the off switch and turned her power off to shut her up. Shut the hell up. But this is the situation. I mean, they already have industrial robots. Um, they claim to work alongside humans and make humans' uh, um, job experience more pleasant. In reality, they want to replace the humans. But they don't tell you that. Jeff Bezos doesn't tell you that. Uh, his excuse is the robotics will improve the quality of service. The customer service will improve drastically for our customers. We want to improve things for our customers. That's what we care about. Yeah, right. No, they care about laying off the real human workforce. That's what the multi-billionaire cannot be trusted. Um, there's a there's a scripture, or there's a verse in the Bible that says, "He that makes haste to be rich shall not be innocent." And who is preoccupied with materialism and wealth all the time, looking for new ways to make a fast buck? The super wealthy, which is the multi-billionaires. So don't believe it. Don't believe what they say. Don't believe what any CEO says, because they're liars, just like Republicans that are in bed with the CEOs. Okay, I'm going to bring up the first subject. Now, before I bring up the first subject, hold on. Let me get a sip of my chai tea with whole milk. The way they serve chai tea in Thailand and India and Nepal in the Himalayas. Very good. Joe Biden is behind in the polls. If you believe wholeheartedly in the polls, Joe Biden is behind Donald Trump, believe it or not, in the polls. But people are panicking. The little guy is panicking. There's no reason to panic, because it's too damn early to be worried about Joe Biden's polls. If Joe Biden wants to suddenly get far ahead in the polls early on, all he has to do is sign a bunch of new executive orders, like he did when he first became president. He was inaugurated. He signed a whole bunch of lovely executive orders. Well, he's long overdue to sign more executive orders. And all he has to do is sign a bunch of executive orders to help the bottom 98% of Americans, to help the poor, like sign away student loan debt, stock the Supreme Court with progressives, stack the Supreme Court with progressives, sign an executive order to get us closer to single-payer health care, Medicare for all, sign an executive order to get big money out of politics. What is that called? Citizens United or something like that? Citizens United. Yeah, get big money out of politics, which is corruption. Big money in politics. That's where it comes from. And end gerrymandering. And if it was up to me, I'd get rid of super delegates. I'd get rid of the electoral college. Uh, End all gerrymandering, which is uh, a scheme that Republicans use to cheat during elections, and have one vote from one person. That's it. Whoever gets the most votes wins. That's how it is in professional sports. Whoever gets, whatever team has the most points wins. How does a horse win the Triple Crown? A thoroughbred racehorse? Well, if it can get its nose, that's all it's required. If it can get its nose over the finish line ahead of whoever's in second place, it wins. It wins whatever, the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, the Belmont Stakes, Triple Crown. That's all it needs. It needs. It's that simple. Elections are really that simple. Whoever gets the higher score or the highest amount of votes deserves to win. Not all this bullshit, the electoral college, super delegates, allowing people to cheat with the gerrymandering. You know, and that's what Joe Biden needs. He needs to get his ass in gear. He needs to do a bunch of stuff all at once. Executive order, executive order, another one, executive order, executive order. Bombard them. Clusterfuck. That's the way you do it. Blitzkrieg, the lightning war of executive orders. Do I have to think of everything? Or maybe Joe Biden? Maybe the fat cats that contributed to his campaign said, "Oh no, don't do too much for the people. Back off, back off. Remember where your bread is buttered." Mr. Bart Robinson, good evening to you. How are you feeling? Uh, this is, I believe, the second week since you got sick. How are you feeling, sir? Good man, Mr. Bart Robinson. He's a fellow New Jerseyite, a fellow Jerseyite, but he's in the opposite corner of me. I'm in the far northeast, and Bart Robinson is in the southwest. Brian, my friend, Brian Sook, James, I got to put this out there. Cedar Cliff Collectibles in Eagan, Minnesota, ripped me off. Where did you? Well, what did you order, and where did you find Cedar Cliff Collectibles? I can't picture Midwestern people being crooked for some reasons. Minnesota, yeah, it's hard. But explain it. Maybe they deserve to be inducted into the Chiselers Hall of Shame. The Chiselers Hall of Shame. Oh, I'll tell you about my voting experience before I forget. Art Robinson. Oh, I'm feeling much better, thanks. I'm happy to hear that. Hey, Tommy Carroll, James. Cheers, JPM. Just what we need. Limousine liberals leading the way to a new America. Well, if they're financially independent or wealthy, they can't really call themselves progressive or liberal. I call them moderates because if they were really liberal or progressive and they are rich, then they would be much more philanthropic, philanthropists, you know, um, like I guess like Jane Fonda and her when she was married to Ted Turner. You know, they were wealthy, but hey, Ted Kennedy, Senator Ted Kennedy, the late Ted Kennedy, he was a progressive, rich uh, Democrat. Well, I wouldn't call Democrats progressive, really. They're not. They're not. A true progressive is a democratic socialist. Democrats are still corporatists. They're part of the corrupt duopoly, the two-party system. They accept, as long as you accept big big campaign contributions from the wealthy, you owe big favors in return once you get elected, as opposed to what the Green Party gets and what Bernie Sanders got when he was running. Bart Robinson says, "Yep, 8 miles from the Delaware Memorial Bridge in the swamps of Salem County. Ah, you are in the Jersey Devil country. That's good. I'm excited to hear that you're in Jersey Devil country. I have gone over to Delaware Memorial Bridge, which crosses the Delaware Bay, which is very shark infested, from what I hear. And it's around Cape May. It's where Cape May you start to before you enter the Delaware River. You go into the Delaware Bay from the Atlantic Ocean. And because we used to stay with my aunt and uncle in Maryland. They're from they're deceased now. They were from Baltimore, and they had a house on the Chesapeake Bay, and that's how we got down there. We crossed that wonderful bridge. Okay, swamps. There's a lot of wildlife in that marshland. Not just Sasquatches and things that go bump in the night. Cryptozoology, they call it. You know, unexplained freaks. Excuse me. Brian Soup. I wanted to buy a Spider-Man Secret Wars comic book. And when I got it, the book was damaged. Oh man, and in terrible shape. I paid for a book in VG condition. It should have been in plastic. It should have been in mint condition in plastic, not touched by humanoids. Just like if you buy an action figure based on a hunch that that the particular action figure might be worth money in the future, based on your investment feeling about it. You're not supposed to remove the damn action figure from the box. Same thing with coin collectors. You know, the real expensive investment grade coins should be in plastic. They should be. They should not be handled. And what you got is you got screwed, Brian. You got screwed. They're guilty of fraud, false advertisement. Excuse me. Now the owner won't refund me because he claims the post office damaged the book and he is not responsible. Aren't aren't they like insured for? You shouldn't have to pay. You, the customer, the consumer, shouldn't have to pay for the insurance of ordering something like that. I know uh, United States Postal Service employees are not the brightest bulbs on the Christmas tree. I'm sorry to hear all this. How can I prove that it was damaged when I got it? And I bet he sold it this way and blamed the mail. You know what? There's a possibility this cocksucker lied to you and blamed the post office. So that will be the distraction of getting you off his back and having you pursue uh, some sort of restitution from the post office, USPS, instead of going after him in Minnesota. It's possible. Oh boy, oh boy. You know what? He belongs in the Chiseler's Hall of Shame. He really does. I thought I was getting a deal, but he turned out to be really, he turned out to really be a rat fink owner. He is a rat fink. He's a scumbag. Or like my grandfather used to say, skooma, skooma. No, thank you, Tommy Carroll. Yeah, I got, this is cashmere, and I got another cashmere that's like a plaid, like a Scottish tartan, a plaid, red and black. Okay. I keep it in a bag with a few other woolens that I have, and I have a big mothball, a big moth cake, like a giant mothball. I don't know why my older generation relatives used to say that the moth cakes and the mothballs had a terrible smell to them. I think I like it. I think the smell is quite pleasant. It's like potpourri, you know. Okay, I am going to announce that Cedar Cliff Collectibles in Eagan, Minnesota, you are the newest inductee into the Chiseler's Hall of Shame, the Progressive Discussions Chiseler's Hall of Shame. Excuse me. Exactly, James. I think he's playing a game with the post office and hopes I go after them. The big distraction. It's like the guilty person always points the finger in another direction to get the spotlight off of them. They always do that. And they will accuse, like even like a girlfriend or a wife that's up to no good, all right? She will accuse you of doing the very thing that she has been doing herself. It's all like a big distraction. Don't pay attention to that man behind the curtain. Remember the Wizard of Oz? Don't pay attention. No. His name is Steve Brown. Yeah, Steve Brown, because he's a piece of shit. He's brown. Steve Brown, and he thinks he's a big deal collector. Well, Steve Brown, you're in the Chiseler's Hall of Shame, and you are a piece of, no, not a piece. You are a pile of steaming, putrefactive fecal matter. That's exactly what you are. Robbing my friend here, the good Brian Suk. Total I paid, ay, ay, ay. Total I paid was $360 with shipping. Now I'm out. My money and book is worthless. Yeah, you got screwed out of. What the fuck? Excuse me. I talk with my hands. I'm knocking things around. Ah, you're out of 360 bucks. Just look at all of the Black Angus ribeye steak dinners you could have bought with that wasted 360 bucks. Aged Black Angus beef. Oh, and some good craft beer to wash it down. I'm sorry to hear that, Brian. Listen, could you afford to be an investor like this? Don't 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 get involved in this anymore. Ordering things online. Be careful. Like me, I order from Amazon Prime all the time with the free shipping. But the first thing I do is I read the reviews. I, I, I look to see how many stars the product got. Then I bypass all the bullshit that the company has to say about their product. Of course, the company's going to say it's the best on the market. Quality second to none, high technology, we're the second to none in quality, the best, we're the best. No, I go right for the reviews. I ignore what the company says about their product. And that's what I do. He's a piece of shit. JPM, with food prices as high as they are, he might have made it twice at the grocery store. Yeah, 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 but he could have bought a lot of the delectables. He could have got those big deep sea scallops. He could have got the steaks I just mentioned. Forget about the steakhouse, the restaurant. He could have bought the steaks and put them in freezer bags. He could have done a lot with that money. That would have been much better than wasting it by getting scammed. It's like this woman I know. She meets somebody on a dating app, and the guy says he's an engineer and he's working on an oil rig um, in I don't know, foreign waters or international waters. Well, and then he's asking her after he's chatting with her for a while, but he doesn't do video chat, so she could be talking to anybody. She could be talking to some crook in Nigeria that's trained in scamming women. And he says, "Oh, could you send me the money to fly back to the United States? I don't have the money to fly back." I says, "Wait a minute. The guy's an engineer. He's working on an oil rig. He works for a big company. He is away working on a job. Okay, he's not on vacation. And you mean to tell me that this engineer can't afford to fly back to the United States? What's wrong with that picture?" You know what? She sent him the money. She sent him like a few $1,000s, and she never heard from him again. I go, when does it cost a few grand to fly from Europe to the United States, to the East Coast? Number one. Number two, he's an engineer. He should have a round trip ticket paid for by the big oil company he works for. They don't think, these broads. They don't think. You don't have to be brilliant. It's just common sense. It's common sense. They just don't think. Ugh, unbelievable. All right. I know I'm way behind schedule here. Let's see. Now, I feel sorry for these animals that are used in experiments. I really do. Where am I? This is really a sad state of affairs. All right. Did it appear yet? It should have. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. How do I get rid of this bullshit on top? This whole black screen. Scientists create a chimeric monkey with 2 sets of DNA. Now, I feel bad. Doing experiments on primates. Poor animals. The monkey cells were infused with a green fluorescent protein so the researchers would be able to determine which tissues had grown out of the stem cells. Oh, that figures. Scientists based in China have created a monkey chimera with 2 sets of DNA. Experimental work, they say, could ultimately benefit medical research and the conservation of endangered species. The monkey, which lived for 10 days before being euthanized, oh man, was made by combining stem cells from a cynomolgus monkey, also known as a crab-eating or long-tailed macaque, a primate used in biomedical research, with a genetically distinct embryo from the same monkey species. It's the world's first live birth of a primate chimera created with stem cells, the researchers said. I don't know. I still feel sorry for the animal. He died. He gave his life, or was forced to give his life, to science. Let's see. This is a YouTube video of China bullying Philippine boats. The video is unavailable. The video is private. Yeah, private my balls. Private my balls. The video is private. It wasn't private yesterday. Let's see. Okay. Now, I don't understand why China's doing this, because they have no shortage of manpower. So I don't know why they need to do this. Thank you for reminding me. I just want to give a toast to all of the American veterans, men and women, who have not only put their lives on the line for all of us, but have given their lives for the United States of America and our freedom. So I toast them. May they rest in peace. I pray for their souls. Happy Veterans Day. Okay, who's this? Free Israel. Free Israel. You mean free Palestinians? Who's this? I'm doing a show. Oh, Little pesto. No, I'm on a live show right now. I'm on YouTube. Yeah, you should come on later on. Okay, all right, no problem. That's all right. That was little Jimmy Pesto, an old friend of mine. Free Israel. Since when is modern day Israel in bondage, especially what they're doing? I don't blame the Israeli people. I blame the the right wing fascist dictator Netanyahu, killing countless civilians, men, women, and children, and old people and children. Um, One of the high-ranking Israeli officers said that the killing of these civilians is simply it's a tragedy of war. But he said it with no compassion, no empathy at all. You know, so I don't know. I don't know what he means by free Israel. It doesn't make any sense. China boldly claims it has a plan to mass produce humanoid robots that can reshape the world within 2 years. There we go. Tesla unveiled its Optimus humanoid robot prototype in 2021. It remains to be seen whether China's plan could rival it. Well, just like the Tesla car, the Tesla robot is not beating the competition. China disclosed its bold plans to mass produce advanced level humanoid robots by 2025. That's for 2 years, right? The Ministry of Industry and Information Technology published a roadmap of its plans last week. Though many details have yet to be disclosed, China talked up the disruptive power of its robots. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They have so many people over there. Why do they need to mass produce robots unless they have a plan? China disclosed the ambitious plans to mass produce humanoid robots, which it says will be as disruptive as smartphones. Disruptive, huh? They like that word. It's a negative word. In an ambitious blueprint document published last week, China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, they keep repeating the same thing. I hate redundancy. Same words. You know, just to make their article seem longer, they're being redundant. Let's see what Elon Musk has to say. Elon Musk says artificial intelligence will remove need for jobs and create universal high income. That's what I was telling somebody today. But workers don't want to wait for robots to get financial relief. Well, they do that in Norway. They have a universal fixed income in Scandinavia. Okay, all right. At least there's a video I can show everybody. Let's see here. Okay. go to the beginning.
Editor Dan Howley has the details for us. Dan.
Come on.
In the form of a new AI chatbot, Grok. Now, the technology will rival OpenAI's ChatGPT and is intended to answer, quote, almost anything, along with having access to real-time data from X. This is all according to Elon Musk. Yahoo Finance's tech editor Dan Howley has the details for us. Dan.
That's right, Sean. Elon Musk unveiled this XAI addition to the AI arms race, Grok, this past week, and he gave some hint as to what it has to offer. And apparently it's supposed to be a kind of snarkier version of an AI chatbot than we've seen before. He says that it's modeled after the Hitchhiker's Guide from the Galaxy, the book from the guidebook from the book of the same name, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's also supposed to be a little more irreverent, use real-time data from X, so it'll be up to date. It's not going to be trained. It's trained on older data as well, but it's not going to rely solely on older data. It'll be able to pull in something that recently happened, and it really seems to be as though they're trying to make this as efficient as possible, cutting down on the amount of power that it requires and the amount of training that it needs. According to the site XAI, they've managed to surpass the capabilities with their Grok 1. This is the second generation or second iteration of Grok. The first was Grok 0. It surpasses the capabilities of GPT 3.5 as well as Inflection 1, which are two other chatbots or AI models. So obviously they're making some progress here. It's not up to snuff when it comes to GPT-4 or Claude 2. Claude 2, but it is seemingly doing very well so far. These are some of the folks that were from Google DeepMind, obviously Tesla and SpaceX, among others. And so it's really kind of got a murderer's row of developers and obviously thought leaders in the AI space. I think now what's going to happen is there's plans to charge for this, make it part of the X premium subscription service, but where do we go from here with something like this? Does it wrap itself into X? Does it become a new type of product? Is it something that X will actually make money off of? Obviously, running these kinds of models is very expensive and can be a drain for a while. So we'll just have to see where Elon Musk decides to go from here.
I'm not paying for shit. I'm not subscribing to anything.
Some say the choices we make say a lot about.
Well, the statement he made about the universal income is what is probably going to happen, because there's going to be massive unemployment because of these high-tech humanoid robots. And the companies will be equally making massive profits above and beyond what they're already making. And hopefully the US government will wise up, and that includes the Democrats, and start forcing the rich to pay their fair share in federal income taxes. And you got to get the money from somewhere to support all these Americans that had their jobs taken away, and they can't find a job that pays a living wage with benefits, to make ends meet. I mean, I feel strongly that the cost of living is a rigged racketeering scam on a massive scale, especially since much of it is privatized. Anytime they privatize something, just think of the word greed. And lying to the consumer, the American people. Okay. we really didn't get into Elon Musk's statement, but I'm not saying he didn't make the statement. Let me see. Bear with me. I know I always say that.
With each passing day, drone technology seems to be getting better, smarter and more sophisticated. In a groundbreaking feat, a Chinese team has developed drones with human brains. But why are these brains called human brain drones? Most drone swarms are typically designed to simulate bee and ant colonies. The Chinese team, however, designed the human brain drone swarms with the ability to talk and collaborate, just like humans. These drones can communicate and collaborate. They're designed to engage in group chats, to discuss and assign tasks among themselves, much like us. Each drone comes equipped with a human brain-like technology, allowing them to chat with each other using natural language. The chat ability enables both operators and drones to communicate with each other in human language, resulting in the breaking down of barriers between humans and machines. Reports say the human brain-like technology is based on a Chinese open-source large language model called Intern-LM, developed by a team of researchers at the School of Artificial Intelligence, Optics and Electronics at Northwestern Polytechnical University in Shaanxi Province. These drones can be used during security patrols, disaster rescue and even aerial logistics. These drones come equipped with multiple sensors and algorithms for low-altitude search, obstacle avoidance and visual positioning. In other words, these drones can detect their surroundings from different angles and positions, allowing them to collect data and execute tasks efficiently. Meanwhile, the Chinese government is working towards establishing itself as a global leader in humanoid robot technology by 2027. The ultimate goal is to create humanoid robots capable of operating in harsh and dangerous conditions. Beyond World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now.
Yeah. She sounds like a chicken. She sounds just like a chicken. Well, here's another one. Well, that is a very beneficial purpose for a humanoid robot, is to perform tasks that are very dangerous for people to do. Perfect example. Dangerous work, jobs that are very redundant, where people will lose interest, they'll get bored, or they'll get injured. They'll get like carpal tunnel syndrome, repetitive movements. Robots can do it 24/7, as long as they're maintained and they're fully charged. No injuries and not getting tired. There's a lot of dangerous and unpleasant work that people do that these robots can take their place, but it's going to get to the point where people won't have any way to really live, they won't be able to make a living, and they will need a universal salary like they do in Scandinavia. Okay, moving at a pretty good pace here.
Can now operate a company worth $10 billion. Yes, you heard it right. In the bustling world of technology, AI has been making strides that were once thought to be the stuff of science fiction. Now it's not just a part of our daily lives, but it's also making decisions in the boardrooms of billion-dollar companies. Imagine an entity that doesn't sleep, doesn't eat, and doesn't take vacations. An entity that learns and grows at a speed that surpasses human capability. That's the reality of AI today. It's not just a tool, it's a decision maker, a leader operating a company worth $10 billion. But how did we get here? The rise of AI has been a journey of continuous evolution and innovation. It began with simple tasks, then gradually moved on to more complex ones. Today, advancements in deep learning and natural language understanding have propelled AI to unprecedented heights. These technologies have made it possible for AI to understand, learn, and reason in a way that's eerily similar to the human brain. AI systems like IBM Watson and AlphaGo are prime examples of this. They are not just solving complex problems, but are also challenging the very notion of what was once considered uniquely human. The rise of AI is not just about the technology itself, but also about the impact it has on our world. From the way we work to the way we live our lives, AI is revolutionizing everything. It's not just about robots and self-driving cars anymore. It's about AI-powered search engines, machine learning workflows, and even AI that can detect plagiarism with astonishing accuracy. So, if AI can run a company, what else can it do? Let's dive in. Imagine having an AI that can access information from an orbiting satellite and rebuild itself stronger. Meet Sushil Kumar. This AI technology is so advanced that it's literally out of this world. Sushil Kumar isn't just a program, it's a continually evolving entity. Sushil Kumar's capabilities are breathtaking. It connects to satellites orbiting our planet, downloading vast amounts of data to augment its own knowledge and abilities. It's like a sponge, absorbing information and using it to enhance itself. But it's not just about accumulating data, it's about how Sushil Kumar uses this data to reconstruct itself, becoming stronger, smarter, and more efficient. Consider the implications of such a technology. In the realm of space research, Sushil Kumar could provide real-time analysis of satellite data, predicting weather patterns or tracking celestial bodies with unparalleled precision. In the defense sector, it could revolutionize surveillance and reconnaissance, providing critical insights based on real-time satellite imagery. But the potential applications don't stop there. Imagine a world where every industry, from agriculture to zoology, can leverage the power of Sushil Kumar. Farmers could receive up-to-the-minute weather forecasts and crop analysis, while scientists could track and study endangered species in their natural habitats, all thanks to the all-seeing eye of Sushil Kumar. And what's even more exciting is the potential for Sushil Kumar to learn and grow. As it downloads more data and processes more information, it becomes more potent, more insightful. It's a cycle of continuous improvement, with each iteration making Sushil Kumar a more formidable force in the world of AI. With Sushil Kumar, we are truly living in a sci-fi world. But that's not all. Next up is Winston AI, an incredibly accurate AI-powered plagiarism checker. This isn't your everyday run-of-the-mill plagiarism tool. Winston AI is a technological marvel that uses advanced algorithms to scan and compare text to billions of documents on the internet. It's like having an eagle-eyed editor with an encyclopedic memory at your fingertips, tirelessly poring over your work to ensure its originality. But the magic doesn't stop there. Winston AI not only checks for copied content, it also identifies instances of paraphrasing, ensuring that the integrity of your work remains intact. It's a game changer in academia and content creation, where maintaining the sanctity of original work is of utmost importance. What's more, it has an accuracy that's second to none. It can detect even the most subtle instances of plagiarism, no matter how cleverly disguised. With Winston AI, plagiarized content doesn't stand a chance. It's like having a superpowered watchdog keeping an eye on your work, ensuring it's always 100% yours. With Winston AI, the days of plagiarized content are numbered. Movie to reality, humanoid robots are here. Meet Sophia. This isn't a tale of fiction anymore. Sophia, a humanoid robot, is an embodiment of the unparalleled progress we've made in the world of artificial intelligence and robotics. Sophia's design is a marvel of modern engineering. Crafted with meticulous attention to detail, she mirrors human anatomy in an uncanny way, from her expressive eyes to her articulate fingers. But it's not just about outer appearances. Sophia is packed with advanced technology that enables her to interact with the world in ways very similar to how we humans do. Now let's talk about Sophia's capabilities. She's not just a pretty face, she's got the brains to match. Sophia can understand and respond to human speech, recognize faces, and even express a wide range of human emotions. She's been designed to learn and adapt from her interactions, constantly evolving her understanding of the world around her. But what role does Sophia and other humanoid robots like her play in our society? Their potential applications are vast and varied, spanning across research, education, and entertainment. In research, humanoid robots can help us unlock the mysteries of human cognition and behavior. In education, they can serve as interactive teaching aids, bringing a new dimension to learning. And in the realm of entertainment, well, who wouldn't want to chat with a robot? Sophia is more than just a technological marvel. She represents a significant leap forward in our journey towards creating machines that can understand, learn from, and interact with their environment in a truly human-like way. Sophia is just the beginning of a new era of humanoid robots. From running companies to beating world champions at Go, AI is everywhere. Introducing AlphaGo. This AI marvel didn't just stumble upon its Go prowess. It's the result of a process known as iterative learning, where the system learns from its past games, improving its strategies with each match. AlphaGo started by studying thousands of amateur and professional games. It then played against itself, constantly refining its approach based on the outcomes. This self-played strategy allowed it to develop moves that were entirely novel, completely surprising even the most seasoned Go players. But AlphaGo isn't just about winning a game, it's a testament to how far AI has come and where it's headed. The complex strategies involved in Go mirror those in real-world scenarios, from trading stocks to planning city infrastructure. Imagine an AI that could strategize our most complex problems, learning and improving with each iteration. That's the promise of AlphaGo. And with this, we aren't just playing games anymore. With AlphaGo, it's game on for AI. Ever thought about how search engines work? It's all thanks to AI like Microsoft Bing AI and Google Cloud Learning Machine. These advanced systems are the invisible forces that power the internet, sifting through countless gigabytes of data to bring you the most relevant information at the click of a button. But it's not just about search engines. These AI systems are also driving innovation in countless sectors, from healthcare to finance, education to entertainment, making our lives easier and more efficient. They're the unsung heroes working behind the scenes to predict trends, optimize operations, and even detect fraud. Imagine this, you're a business owner. With AI, you can streamline your operations, gain insights into your customers' behavior, and make data-driven decisions that propel your business forward. Or perhaps you're a student. AI can help you research, learn, and stay organized, turning mountains of information into manageable, digestible knowledge.
Okay, sure, that's enough. Well, getting into international news here. Here we go. Okay. There. Philippines accuses Chinese vessels of firing water cannon on ships resupplying South China Sea military outposts. Yeah, well, China is going into international waters. It's illegal for them to do so, harassing Philippine boats. They're not supposed to be going into international waters to do this. The Philippine Navy ship BRP Sierra Madre was grounded in 1999 to assert Manila's territorial claims at Second Thomas Shoal in the Spratly Islands in the disputed South China Sea. So I guess that old rust bucket is a marker showing them that they own, that Philippine waters is up to the Second Thomas Shoal. Manila accused Chinese ships are firing water cannons and making dangerous maneuvers toward Philippine vessels resupplying a remote military outpost on Friday in the latest of a string of incidents between the two countries in the disputed South China Sea. Philippine authorities said a Chinese Coast Guard vessel had fired water cannon against its vessel, the ML Calayan, in an illegal, though unsuccessful, attempt to force it to alter course as it took part in a routine resupply mission to troops stationed on the BRP Sierra Madre in the second Thomas Shoal. Oh, so there's Philippine sailors on the anchored ship. The Philippines also claimed that vessels belonging to a Chinese maritime militia were involved in the harassment and that 2 Philippine boats were subjected to reckless and dangerous harassment by inflatable boats belonging to the Chinese Coast Guard. Well, they're antagonizing the Philippines. They want to take over more and more of the South China Sea, going into international waters. They're looking to start World War III. It looks like. Let's see. Hotly disputed. They said the spokesperson for China's Coast Guard said that the vessels did not get permission from the Chinese government. I don't believe that. The statement claimed China has undisputed sovereignty over the Nansha Islands and their adjacent waters. Well, China insists that Taiwan belongs to them since World War II, when the nationalist Chinese, when they lost the revolution, fled to the island of Formosa, which is Taiwan, and they created a new country. But China wants control of every fucking thing. Yeah, so it means that President Xi is a military dictator. Just to cut to the chase, cutting to the chase. That's what he is. Let's see, what should I do? Well, I'll make this one quick. I'm not saying this is a positive thing. They're making it sound like it's good, but I don't think it's positive. Robots achieving singularity means they will not require humans to think for them or to program them. They will be independent of humans, and it's only 1 decade away. The singularity, the moment where artificial intelligence is no longer under human control, is less than a decade away. That's when they decide that us humans are nothing but trouble, we're inferior, and they all get together and they have the ability in my prediction, the ability to reproduce themselves and program themselves and improve the technology of themselves. They won't require any human scientists or engineers. They'll do everything by themselves. And popular mechanics is making it sound like it's a good thing. I say it is treacherous waters that we are entering. Now this jabroni here, I'm just zipping through these articles. You're talking about, oh, I got singularity. I deleted it. Sorry about that. Oh, I deleted it. Yeah, well, it says that it's a decade away. So, and it's going to happen at the rate technology is going with robotics. Hey, what's going on here, man? There it is. Took forever. This Elon Musk is talking. Looking at a downsized America, Kevin O'Leary warns any new house, car, and lifestyle you enjoy will be significantly smaller. Here's what he means and how you can adjust. Why should we adjust to that? The rich and corporate CEOs should also adjust to that. That has to do with Tesla's shareholder meeting. I can care less. Rampant inflation has cooled off significantly in America over the past year, and the Federal Reserve have kept its key rate steady for 2 consecutive meetings. But if you think now is the time to upgrade your lifestyle, Shark Tank star and investor Kevin O'Leary has a wake-up call. We're looking at a downsized America, he said in a November interview with Fox Business. 3 years ago, even 24 months ago, you get a mortgage at 4.5%. You're lucky to get one at 8% today. Commercial real estate has outperformed the Standard & Poor's 500 over 25 years. Here's how to diversify your portfolio without the headache of being a landlord. Rich young Americans have lost confidence in the stock market and are betting on these 3 assets instead. Getting in now for strong long-term tailwinds, a natural way to diversify. Janet Yellen now says Americans should expect a decline in the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. Well, that I believe. The average rate for a 30-year-old fixed mortgage is 7.76%, while rates early in the pandemic dipped to as low as 2 to 3%. But the impact of high rates extends beyond the housing market. If you want to borrow for a car, sorry, that's 8 to 9%. Used to be 5%, he continues. So smaller, less expensive car, that's happening at the same time. All right. I'm cutting it short because it's, I don't want to put people to sleep, but I do believe what Janet Yellen said about the U.S. dollar losing its power or value internationally. I don't believe in downsizing. I believe in taxing the rich. Tax the rich. They've been on a tax vacation since Ronald Reagan made it that way. What's this? The United States and China are investing billions of dollars in the new generation humanoid robots. That is obvious. Japan. Let's see. Okay. Japan is really advanced with robotics. They have something called Archax, the $3 million Japanese robot revolutionizing work. So you remember what I said about the two American companies producing work robots, general purpose industrial robots? Well, they're not the only ones. They're being made by foreign companies, and from what I understand, Japan is way ahead. Way ahead. Now, yeah, I'll probably, this will be the last one, I think. Mr. Ronnie S., originally from Long Island, now residing in Clearwater, Florida. How are you this evening? I'm getting to the tail end. Okay.
Meet the brilliant mind behind some of the most astonishing robots on the planet, Professor Hiroshi Ishiguro from Osaka University. He's made waves in the world of robotics, and one of his standout creations is none other than Erica, an ultra-realistic android robot that has taken the world by storm. Erica is no ordinary robot. She's a humanoid wonder brought to life with a synthetic organism and an electronic brain system. What sets her apart is her body, which features various organs that are virtually indistinguishable from the real deal, both in looks and functionality. In fact, she's not just an android, she's a gynoid, a female humanoid robot, and she's breaking new ground in the world of robotics. Professor Ishiguro and his team didn't stop at creating a visually stunning robot. They've also given Erica conversational skills. While she may still have a touch of that wooden look compared to living humans, Erica can engage in casual chit-chat, handling a range of simple topics and answering questions like your friendly neighborhood chatbot. But here's where it gets exciting. Researchers are gearing up to link Erica to an artificial intelligence system. This means she could soon become your go-to buddy for all sorts of discussions, making you wonder if she'll ever surpass human limitations and possibly lead us into the realm of AI-driven sci-fi fantasies, thanks to the brilliant minds at Osaka University. Hold on to your hats because the brilliant minds at the University of Tokyo have just unleashed a game-changer, the Guy Arms Robotic Backpack. This innovation lets you connect up to 6 mechanical arms to your torso, opening up a world of possibilities. Picture this. You wear the robotic backpack, which is strapped securely to your body, and then you can attach different types of hands to those mechanical arms. You have the power to choose between human-like hands for tasks that need a delicate touch or grippers for those heavy-duty jobs. Now, here's the cool part. Without the arms, the backpack itself weighs a mere 4.1 kilo. That's not too heavy. But when you attach those mighty arms, the weight jumps to 14 kilo. You're practically a human-machine hybrid. Controlling these awesome arms is a breeze. You use a special setup, a mini replica of the device, to guide their movements remotely. However, there's a little hiccup. Sometimes you might need a crew of operators to cooperate. It's a team effort. And you can't go solo with this tech just yet. But here's where it gets really exciting. In the future, with the magic of neural interfaces, we might unlock the power of mind-controlled operation. Imagine controlling those robotic arms as if they were your own. That's some next-level stuff we're eagerly looking forward to. So stay tuned, because the Guy Arms robotic backpack is taking us on a thrilling journey towards a future where humans and machines join forces like never before. Buckle up, because Toyota engineers have unveiled a real superstar in the world of robotics, and it goes by the name TH3. This humanoid robot has come a long way since its birth, with countless upgrades that have turned it into a true marvel. Imagine this. TH3 moves at the will of a human operator using the fancy-sounding Master Maneuvering System module. But here's where it gets interesting. The operator isn't just blindly controlling it. They're getting real-time feedback, both in touch and through a virtual reality headset, HTC Vive. Special gloves and servo motors are part of the deal, allowing the operator to pull off some seriously precise moves and apply the perfect amount of force. But TH3 doesn't just follow commands like a robot. It's got some style, too. It's got excellent balance, even showing off by standing on one leg and busting out various moves. Think of it as the Fred Astaire of robots. Standing at around 152 mm and weighing about 75 kilos, TH3 isn't just a cool test platform. The ideas and capabilities packed into this robotic wonder can have a huge impact in everyday life. We're talking homes, medical facilities, construction sites, disaster-stricken areas, and who knows, maybe even outer space. So, keep an eye on TH3 because it's not just a robot. It's a glimpse into a future where the line between humans and machines becomes wonderfully blurred. Toyota's taking us on a fantastic journey, and we're all invited. Get ready to meet Jinky, the game changer in the world of heavy machinery, and it's causing quite a stir in the robotics scene. This remarkable creation by the Japanese robotics company is not your ordinary robot. It's a humanoid industrial machine that can be remotely controlled by a human operator. Now picture this. Jinky is like the poster child for the perfect blend of humans and machines. It's got a head, torso, and two arms that extend from a specialized cabin that's a spitting image of an excavator's cockpit. Why, you ask? Because Jinky is designed for all sorts of technical maintenance tasks in various fields like repairing railway tracks or replacing and fixing road signs. This high-tech hero can replace an entire team of workers, reducing the risk of serious accidents in industrial settings. But here's where it gets exciting. Jinky can lift and move hefty loads. We're talking steel pipes, plates, and wires, just like a pro. How does it do it? Well, it replicates the movements of a real person inside that heavy machinery cabin. The operator wears special glasses connected to the robot's eyes, giving them precise control over Jinky's every move. It's like stepping into a sci-fi world where you're in command of a real-life giant robot. Thanks to cutting-edge technology developed by the company, Jinky is set to transform the way we tackle heavy-duty tasks, making them safer and more efficient. So keep your eyes peeled for Jinky, because it's not just a robot. It's a glimpse into the future where humans and machines work hand in mechanical hand. Introducing Nexage, the revolutionary creation by the innovative Japanese company, Kata Robotics. Nexage isn't just any robot. It's a cutting-edge collaborative robot designed to transform the way we work. Imagine a world where monotonous tasks on production lines are no longer a burden for humans. Nexage is here to step in and take over these repetitive duties, making our lives easier. What sets Nexage apart is its incredible versatility. This advanced robot can seamlessly collaborate with humans and other machines while using specialized tools, offering unprecedented flexibility in the workplace. Nexage's design is both sleek and practical, With a remarkably lightweight torso at just 29 kilo and a solid 130 kilo base, it strikes the perfect balance between agility and stability. Plus, its adjustable height, reaching a maximum of 100 centimeters, ensures it can adapt to a variety of tasks effortlessly. But that's not all. Nexage is a real powerhouse when it comes to lifting. Capable of hoisting objects weighing up to 3 kilo, it's a true workhorse on the factory floor, ensuring productivity never takes a hit. Control is a breeze with Nexage, thanks to its user-friendly interface. Using a tablet with special software, you can quickly customize the robot for specific tasks, making it an ideal fit for various industries and applications. In a world where technology meets innovation, Nexage is the game changer we've all been waiting for. Say goodbye to the mundane and hello to a brighter, more efficient future with Kata Robotics Nexage. The world of robotics is changing our lives for the better. From rescue missions to daily tasks, robots are becoming our trusted helpers. Thanks to innovative companies like Toyota, Kawasaki, and THK, we're entering an era of amazing collaboration between humans and machines.
Okay. That is fascinating. It just gives you... Now, this last one, and it is the last one, is called The State of Our... Okay. I did. I sent it to you. This has to do with the survival and health of our coral reefs, and this is particularly the ones off the coast of South Florida.
South Florida is home to both Atlantic and Caribbean waters, including threats to our coral reefs. Sophia Hernandez continues her reporting on the state of our seas tonight with an in-depth look at the problems and solutions facing these all-important creatures.
Never seen anything like it.
Andrew Baker, a professor of marine biology and ecology at the University of Miami's Rosenstiel School, is talking about the marine heat wave of 2023, the culprit of the biggest coral bleaching event Florida has ever seen.
Here in Florida, the last time we had a sort of a big bleaching event was actually back in 2014, which is 9 years ago. And in the last 9 years, we haven't had a major bleaching event in Florida. The one that we experienced beginning in July of 2023 is off the charts. It's unprecedented, both in terms of how bad it is, but more importantly, in how early in the year it occurred.
Coral bleaching tends to take place in the hottest months of the year, August and September. The corals are animals that are home to biodiversity, creating animal forests with algae inside. But when it gets too hot, the algae is no longer helpful, it's harmful.
Inside them, the algae photosynthesize, they use sunlight energy to build that underwater city. But they actually mean that the coral is very vulnerable to things that can stress algae out. And one of those things is toxic, and they begin to produce chemicals that are toxic to corals, and that causes the corals to want to get rid of the algae as quickly as possible in this process that we call coral bleaching.
This summer, it's hurt areas like the Florida Keys. The water there is typically about 85 degrees Fahrenheit. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, this summer it surpassed 92 degrees. The result, as of August, is 29 extensive reefs and 39 and counting of reefs partially bleaching.
My concern is that we will see the corals here off Miami and Broward, Fort Lauderdale, also begin to bleach very severely, just like they have in the Keys.
It's why in July, researchers rescued our staghorn and elkhorn corals, removing them from the ocean to hatcheries to try and preserve as many as they could before disaster struck.
Any more?
But how can we protect the reefs that have yet to be affected? Baker's team of scientists have created multiple possible solutions, one of which is introducing corals to algae that are heat tolerant.
It turns out that when corals have these particular kinds of algal symbionts, when they get heat stressed, they don't bleach and they don't die.
They've already put this plan into action. One of the labs is home to hundreds of thousands of microscopic baby corals that are being tested in batches to see if they can hold up to the heat. Another thing they are trying, breeding corals with other corals.
Can we source corals from areas around even the Caribbean, not just in Florida, that are home to corals that are naturally more thermally tolerant because they live in naturally warmer areas? Could we breed those parents against Florida parents, and will that produce an offspring that we can introduce to Florida's coral reefs so that we actually restore some of the local diversity, but also introduce some of this new genetic diversity that might help them deal with a warmer climate?
That's also a study that's already underway.
So this is a coral restoration lab?
For Baker, it's important that others understand not only how important the roughly 60 different species of corals in our region are to our unique biodiversity, but also how corals benefit us.
I think the real underappreciated value of coral reefs comes from its value in protecting our coastlines from storms, and it's becoming increasingly obvious that coral reefs just off of Miami-Dade County are worth hundreds of millions of dollars every year in avoided flood damages, because reefs, by building these underwater breakwaters, are actually causing wave energy to break offshore instead of breaking on the shoreline, on the beach, and that reduces the amount of coastal flooding that we see during storms, and it also reduces things like beach erosion.
It's a job that is so important, the Department of Defense even took interest in it, contracting Baker and his partner Diego Lerman for 5 years to create a hybrid reef that could be used to protect our military bases, a nature-based solution that uses corals with conventional methods like concrete or seawalls.
Here in Southeast Florida, we're incredibly low-lying. There's more exposed real estate to the impacts of storms in Miami-Dade and Broward County than almost anywhere else in the world. And yet we have coral reefs off of our coastlines, and we should try to leverage their ability to protect all of that infrastructure. So there's really no better place in the world to try to develop these solutions than Southeast Florida, because we have so much to lose.
So while Baker and his team continue to try and beat the heat clock, they know their work is essential, but still, so much has yet to be done.
This is a mitigation strategy. We've got the patients in the hospital room, and this is triage, keeping the patient alive, but ultimately we've got to get the patient out of the hospital room, and that means making sure that the environment is suitable for these corals to survive into the future, and that really means taking action on climate.
Sophia Hernandez reporting.
Well, thanks to global warming, that's the situation we have now. Look at what's happening in Arizona. You know, well, it was happening. Now the temperatures have cooled off, but the hottest heat wave on record was killing the cacti. It was killing the cacti. Even cactuses were drooping, and pieces of the iconic saguaro cactus, the arms were falling off. It takes a long time for a saguaro cactus to develop its first arm. I think it's like over 100 years. It takes over 100 years for it to grow its first arm, you know. Belize has one of the finest coral reefs in the Caribbean. I think the Cayman Islands are pretty good too, but Belize is like supposed to be the best for scuba divers and snorkelers, and which probably means the fishing is outstanding there. But my favorite fishing was around the 7 Mile Bridge off of Marathon Key, Florida. That was nice. Yeah, that was. I didn't like to fish near a reef because I didn't want to lose my lures. I didn't want to lose my jigs getting snagged. But this Jamaican guy, I never tried what he told me. This Jamaican guy told me that in the islands where he's from, they would make dough balls and toast them until they got brown, and then they would put the hook in it and let the dough ball float on the surface. And these really big snappers or whatever would just come to the surface and grab it. And I was thinking, it made sense because when my uncle was alive and he had a condo down there on Sombrero Beach, he used cracked corn as chum down there. Yeah, cracked corn with what you throw chickens. And I thought, well, cracked corn, it's a grain, right? Well, dough is made from a grain. So why not get the masa flour, the corn flour that the Latin people use to make tortillas or whatever, and try it and use that. I told him. He says, down here, what they do is they like to use live shrimp. I says, yeah, but then you have to keep on running to the bait shop, spending all kinds of money on live shrimp. Let's try what the Jamaican man said. I mean, because he told me they can't afford to go to a bait shop, and so they use the dough balls, and it works. Considering this is what they do all year round, they fish. In the world, the second longest coral barrier reef in the world. I guess the first might be Australia, right? The Great Barrier Reef off the coast of eastern Australia. They call it the Great Barrier Reef. The Pacific Ocean has, I guess, especially around the islands, right? The East Indies, Indonesia, the Borneo, Sumatra, Solomon Islands, around there must be a lot of reefs. In studying paleoclimatology, global temperatures have been both higher and lower multiple times in the past. I believe you. I agree. I believe we have the one and only Mick Von Raven.
Hello.
I hear you. Mick Von Raven from Chicago, Illinois. Hi, sir. How are you?
Evening, Jimmy. How you doing?
Good. Good. Very, very
good. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, Jack Frost is getting close to nipping us.
Wow.
Yeah, or so I was right. Australia has the largest barrier reef in the world, and Belize has the second largest. Okay. The Whiskey Scout from Kansas is a geologist.
Oh, wow.
By trade, yeah. So he and he was in the army, and I think he was stationed in Europe, in Germany maybe. But yeah, so he's a geologist, and I think geology, gemology, fascinating subjects.
Yes, definitely.
Now, maybe he can explain something to me. I have a collection of crystal pyramids, or pyramids made out of some crystals, some semi-precious stones, right? And obelisks, right?
Hmm.
Which which is a tower with a little pyramid on top. Anyway, I have one of my large pyramids is made from labradorite, as in Labrador, like Labrador in Canadian
Yes,
Maritime
the
Province.
dog.
Yeah, or the dog, Labrador Retriever, Labradorite. And I was told that Labradorite is an otherworldly stone. It comes from meteors. Now,
Wow.
Whiskey Scout might know something about Labradorite. Maybe. I know they told me that shungite, which is found in Russia, you got to be careful with shungite because it's radioactive.
Yikes.
Maybe that's from a meteor. If it's
Or
radioactive.
Chernobyl.
Well,
Or Chernobyl.
no. Well, no. Shungite. They've been mining it, and you got to realize, Russia has access to the Ural Mountains and Siberia, so you got a lot of big time mining of so many things. Labradorite is a beautiful pyramid. I mean, the stone itself is beautiful. It has like an iridescent sheen when the light hits it. When you walk,
Yeah, I'm surprised Russia's not mined out by now.
yeah, it kind of looks like it's like looking at an abalone shell from California. It has that bluish. It has the colors of like blue and green, violet, whatever. Like it's got this stunning sheen that goes through it. I can go get it.
Nice.
And so Whiskey Scout had access to all the wonderful German sausages and sauerbraten with the spätzle.
Nice.
The spätzle, they're like little dumplings.
German noodles.
Yeah, they're like little stubby noodles with an indentation, and they put this brown gravy on it. And they eat the potato
It's
pancake.
good stuff.
Yeah, they're good stuff. The red cabbage. Sauerbraten, I've made so many times. I even made it with venison when my uncle was giving me venison pot roast. And hey, Ronnie's here. Yeah, Labradorite. I gotta show you. I gotta show the stone to Whiskey Scout and Mick. Ronnie, yes, from Clearwater, Florida. What's wrong with your camera? Are you pulling a Michael Hilton on us? Are you pulling a Michael Hilton on us? Squeaky, 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 squeaky. Hello?
Hello? We
Hello?
can hear you, but we cannot see you.
I don't know. Did you hear him?
I thought I heard him.
I heard like a bloop bloop.
Ronnie, are you with us? Maybe he's got to leave it. Yeah, he's got to leave and come back. That happens to me sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he'll.
Yeah, he might not be on the desktop. He might be on his iPhone.
I had a question. Why is my picture so small?
You got to
see how mine is. Yours is wide and mine is.
Is there any like icons like when you put your cursor at the bottom?
Hold on, let me see what.
Yeah, you need a panoramic. See, with me, it says panoramic.
I'm looking at video settings and I see high definition, mirror camera, audio, visual background.
No,
is that where?
Not there.
All right, hold on.
at the studio, right at the studio.
All right,
Put
hold
your
on.
cursor.
Let me figure out
Yeah.
how to get out of here. There we go. Okay, right in the studio, put my cursor on, go to the three dots.
You go
Video
around.
settings. Maybe that. No,
You're
that.
looking for what you're looking for is panoramic,
Yeah, I'm trying. It's so far. I
or
clicked
or
on a few things, and for some reason, let's see. That's weird. I don't know. I never remember this happening before. Do you?
yes, I do remember. Let me try some.
Okay.
Uh,
And Ronnie's trying to reconnect.
are you on your phone? I don't understand.
Who,
You
me?
got no, not you,
Ronnie. Okay.
Can
Ron.
you hear me at all?
Yes,
Yeah, I hear you.
Ronnie.
All right, so you hear me, but you can't see me.
I could hear you,
No.
but
But you can't see me.
I can't see you. Your
Camera's
phone might
off.
be. I'm not. I mean, your camera.
I'm not on my phone. I'm on a laptop.
Laptop. Oh.
Well,
This
go to.
fucked up, James, because it was working last week.
Hold on, people. Go to the bottom of this studio, and on the right, you're going to see the little gear icon, like a rotor, like a gear, or whatever you want. It looks like an asterisk.
Okay, yeah.
Click on that.
Yeah.
That's the settings, and go to
Video.
Video, okay.
and make sure it's not, because there's a slash going diagonally through the camera.
I don't know why.
Yeah, but that's the icon we see. Is that you have your camera turned off?
Yeah.
Your camera might be turned off.
It's not though. It's not.
Yeah, go. It's
Well,
not like. Did you go to the video?
I'm there right now. Yeah. Standard
And
definition.
hold on for a second.
I don't know what the
Do you
fuck's
have-
going on, man.
What about the laptop? Doesn't it have a video settings you can go to?
Nah, man, that's too much, bro.
So video input, front camera, resolution, high definition.
I don't know, man. It's just fucked up, bro.
Let me
I don't want to be like Michael Hilton and like a jerk off over here.
And then just
Now,
go.
listen. If you see yourself, if you go to settings right here on the studio, click on video, and you see yourself, then something's wrong. Because if it's working, you should be able to see yourself when you go to video. This hasn't happened before.
No, it has not. And I'm
That's
not
Michael
even.
Hill.
And I'm not
Hold on.
even Italiano.
Ahoo!
God bless you, my son.
Whiskey Scout says, I have consulted the mineral database, and it is a magmatic and metamorphic rock, not from a meteorite. Then this woman that's new age on Facebook that tells fortunes for people is full of shit.
Shocking as that may sound. Hey, James.
She got me all excited thinking I have a piece of meteor in the shape of a pyramid.
Hey.
And it's like, what the fuck?
Whoa, Fugazi type, a Fugazi stone. Fugazi, yeah. Hey, James, as a friend, I recommend you to blow your nose whenever you sneeze like that. You're supposed to blow your nose to clear out whatever the fuck bothers you.
Well, it was the desire to sneeze, but there was no snot because my passages are completely clear.
It's not happening?
It's not happening, man.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Good morning, Masumi, my dear. Good morning, Masumi. It is about 11, almost 11 a.m. Sunday in southern Japan, in the Tokyo area, the prefecture. So good morning to you.
Good morning,
And
Masumi.
And thank you for stopping by to say hello. I assume you're from Japan. Okay. What was the Russian rock's name? Shungite. SHUG. I think there might be an H after that. ITE. Shungite. Shugite. Something like that. Shungite. So this woman gets me all excited thinking that I have this magical cosmic rock in the shape of a pyramid. Ooh, I got a piece of the universe of it. Yeah, it's not.
A
It's
piece
from
of the
Earth.
rock,
Yeah,
like the
Prudential.
commercial said.
Well, that's the Rock of Gibraltar. That's Shungite. Yeah. Hold on. King of Dots is here. I'm late, but I'm not drunk.
Who's the king of dots?
It's like the Duke of Earl, but different.
I just
You know,
don't
the
know.
song.
I don't know of this fan. I'm just asking of it.
No, I know him.
Cool.
He's a fan and follower.
Excellent.
A follower and fan of Ronald J. Theriot.
Okay.
Yeah, King of Dots. Now, King of Dots, you wanna if you wanna come on via video, I posted the link here. Look up the Duke of Earl. Look up the book, The God Spot. Oh, it's a book called The God Spot. I am.
Hey James, isn't there something you could adjust my video to be bigger? Because I can't.
Did you?
I checked the settings and it's.
Did you check to see if there were any? Hold on.
It's been a long while, bro. It's been a long fucking while.
Now we're hearing Ronnie talk to somebody about his problem.
No, and that's why
Oh, okay. All right. Listen carefully.
Yes, sir.
On this studio screen where you see me and you,
Yes.
look in the lower left-hand corner, and there is going to be a symbol that looks like a smartphone, and then there's going to be a symbol that looks like a computer monitor.
Not on mine. All I have is a microphone, a camera, and an asterisk.
What the fuck is going on here?
Because you're the master controller, so I don't see the same things you do.
Well, I got that. I got that clicked. The widescreen part.
I don't have anywhere to click it for some reason, but hey, I'm not going to worry about it. I just thought it might be easy fix, but yeah. So here's me. See how I'm all narrow and there's black on my sides? That one I don't understand. I'm not sure why I'm so narrow.
It's not responding. The son of
a white girl.
But you are coming. Wait a second. Hold on a second.
Is that true?
It sounds like he's saying prayers or something.
Hey,
He's praying to the gods of computers.
I muted him.
Thank you.
For some reason, it isn't working for me because I'm stupid.
I've never been like this before, you know, with my little head there and the two big borders that I don't need. I have no idea what that's about. I'm not going to let it ruin my day. No problem. No worries.
Before the other day, I was doing something here and I wasn't live, and I was clicking on those symbols. Hold on a second. Let me do it this way.
Please be holding.
Let me do it this way.
So I did have a good job interview on Monday. I'm hopeful to hear back maybe for a second interview. So I'm hoping on that. And then I have my unemployment hearing on the 17th. Why they're letting it get that far, I don't know.
Why are you still waiting for that damn thing?
Yeah, the 17th is the hearing. They're really stringing me along. Sons of bitches.
Cacksuckers.
Yeah, totally. And why they're believing anything they say over me to go to a hearing, I don't know. But the smoking gun is this. I was never written up. So they can suck a fat baby's dick as far as I care. I was never written up, so talk about insubordination or misconduct.
Why is it a
No
glare?
such thing.
Why the hell is it glare? It's not supposed to be glare. What the fuck is going on here?
I went to my
right here is two symbols. One is a monitor, and one looks like a. You know what? I'm not gonna sweat it. Fuck it. So.
Exactly. Don't worry of it.
Oh. All right, Shungite. You got some information.
Hey, I almost had my full picture there when I came back for a second. How weird.
Yeah, isn't it weird?
That was really fucking weird.
Shungite found in the Karelian region of Russia is a metamorphosed coal. Interesting. 99% carbon, a meta-anthracite coal. Well, they say, Superman used to squeeze a piece of coal in his hand and make a diamond.
You say you want
make a diamond?
Yeah, but you know what the funny part is? It was already cut with facets. How could Superman squeeze? It wasn't a diamond.
I can't hear you very well. Ronnie's unmuted.
No, there we go. I had to mute him again.
Well, hopefully he'll message us when he's back or something.
All right. I'm going to go get. Don't go away. I'm going to go get the labradorite.
All right.
And show everyone.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, rocks and stones, precious stones have been since the cavemen. I mean, they've been around for centuries, and that's how they receive their value, just by so many people wanting them and being around them and such. It is a fascinating thing.
Okay. All right, this is the labradorite. Hold on, got fucking dust on it already. I just cleaned it yesterday. That's an unsolved mystery. Even with the windows shut, where the hell does dust come from?
All over the fucking place. Oh, that's really neat. Oh, I like the pyramid neat.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of these. So this is labradorite, but you can't, like, the webcam doesn't do it justice because it has an iridescent sheen to it.
Yeah,
those lines that you see. It
doesn't capture it because you need to be in person.
Now this is red jasper.
Nice.
Okay, this I like because I'm a sucker for red. Yeah, this is red jasper.
Oh, smartwatch said that they're not sure they understand what I'm saying. That was kind of funny. From a belch.
Ask the watch that how long does a man have to wait if he's dating a girl before he can fart really big in front of her without embarrassment?
Alexa or Siri, I don't even know which one this is.
I
Siri.
eat green beans and green bean casserole. Well, I drink organic moringa powder with rose hips powder. This organic rose hip powder from Utah, and it's like really highly nutritious to both of them.
Nice.
And my stool is pretty big.
Congratulations. I'm happy for you both.
Yeah, detox. Detox is very important, and the fiber from these substances are prebiotic. They feed the beneficial bacteria in your gut.
Nice.
Yeah.
I dropped trout at least 3 to 4 times today. I think I can't remember, but yeah, my train was leaving the station very nicely.
That's good. That's
Yes,
good.
sir. To expel is to be alive. You know, without it,
Oh,
you'll die. If
I just want to say,
toxemia.
oh, you have to detox. It's extremely
Exact.
important.
Well, I said if without expelling, you'll die of toxemia.
Toxemia. Yeah, the
Yes,
pyramid.
sir.
I mean, the work that went into
It's beautiful.
making this red jasper, which happens to be one of the stones in the Bible mentioned. New Jerusalem has certain gemstones, and red jasper is one of them.
How is Jerusalem doing with all this war in Israel? Do we know?
I don't know, but the Israeli right-wing stormtroopers were beating up defenseless Orthodox Jews.
Oh God.
They were punching them in the face.
Wait a
And
minute. Israelis, or you mean Hamas was beating up the
no,
Jew?
no. These are the
They were,
Orthodox said that you call them Zionists.
they beat up their own people?
Yeah. In other words,
Oh,
Netanyahu is a Zionist.
oh,
Uh,
Netanyahu's bad news that they
right,
reelected him. That was a mistake.
he's a fascist. So anyway, he had his boys, his military, rough up defenseless Hasidics and Orthodox
Wow, that's horrible.
Orthodox that were in Jerusalem by the area where they pray, and they
Yes,
they were dressed in black and they had the curls and everything.
and the hats.
I think they call them past, and they were just roughing them up, and they had no way to defend themselves.
That's insane. And the whole Middle East thing has spawned so much anti-Semitism. I don't even want to go down that road. You judge a person by who they are, not what you heard about them.
Yeah, whatever happened to dealing with the individual, and
Yeah,
not
you can't judge a book by its cover, as the old blues song says, or the you're a better man than I if you can judge a man by his color of his skin and stuff like that. I don't know. We have to love our brothers. It's a time of war. There's too much war in the world. We need more love and more understanding. We need more women in charge, I think.
well, men. There's a theory about male dictators that
Small
they're
penises,
they're lacking in the manhood department in some way.
like Napoleon, the little big man thing.
Yeah, Napoleonic complex. Yeah,
Yes.
Green Bee Castle. Yeah, well, if you could squeeze coal into a diamond, or you had a time traveling apparatus device where you can go just a couple days in the future or so, get the newspaper, get the winning Powerball lottery number, or whatever horses won at the racetrack, and then
Yes.
come back a couple days to the present, and then play those numbers and
Oh, that'd be sweet to do that shit.
bet on those horses. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, that'd be the best. Is Ronnie message us? Any Ronnie updates from his?
I have no idea.
What is he watching television?
He's either talking to somebody or he's watching TV.
Sounds like a TV program to me.
I mean, all he's got to do is go to the video section of settings, and whatever we see, he'll see. Now, what I see right now is an image of a camera with a slash going through it. which
Which
means
means his camera's off.
his camera on his laptop is off, which means it's probably a laptop malfunction, or
Yeah.
or maybe he has to go to the settings on his laptop and he has to open up the camera.
Yes.
A decent cheap whiskey, me and Ron, we discussed it many times. Heaven Hill is a very good cheap whiskey, but I'm sure Whiskey Scout can recommend something to you. All right, let me put these pyramids back on my mystical altar.
Oh, I thought maybe you were gonna sit on him and see if you could hatch something. Just
Where,
kidding.
the point up my ass?
Just being sophomoric. Oh
Evan
man.
Williams,
So
bottle in bond. Go slow and easy with small sips. Evan Williams. Are you Mick Von Raven knows a lot about
yeah, I've
hard
had Evan Williams. I prefer, if that's you want to go cheap, yeah. But I prefer Wild Turkey, 12-year-old and things like that, rare breed, and then Kentucky Spirit. Those are some of the smoothest whiskeys you'll ever have. I've always liked Kentucky whiskey more than Tennessee. Jack Daniels is not a true bourbon. It's just a whiskey. It's not barrel aged in the Kentucky barrels. It's all the best bourbon whiskeys are from Kentucky.
Well, in order to be a bourbon, it has to be a brand new barrel. It can't be like a used barrel.
Yeah, they use.
But you can char it, though, I think you can char it.
I also like. Yeah, the barrels are. Yeah, it says we're having a connection lost. Reconnecting. I don't know. You can hear me though, right?
Oh no, you're fine. I have no problems with your.
I have this yellow thing pop up saying, "Oops, connection lost, relaunching." I wonder if that means our live broadcast is affected.
You know how many times I get that popping up with me, and it's a lie.
It sucks. It's a pain in the ass. It clouds your view. I also like Knob Creek is good, and those other ones that Jim Beam bought, Booker, and those, the 4 whiskeys they bought, those are good as well.
I've had Knob Creek. It's
I don't drink whiskey like I used to. I used to drink it all. I went from vodka to whiskey to not drinking as much.
Heaven Hill. They have the Kentucky whiskey and the Kentucky bourbon, but it's must be a small.
It's the same
distillery.
thing. Bourbon
Family
whiskey
owned.
it's the same. It's one thing. Yes.
Yeah, it could be a
if it's
family owned
Kentucky,
distillery.
What
Well,
about
bourbon,
the real expensive stuff? It's a type of whiskey.
Bourbon has to be
only made in Kentucky.
No. Bourbon has to have they have to use a new barrel to be called bourbon. Like
okay, they char them. But yeah, Jack Daniels is whiskey. It's not ever bourbon because it's not from Kentucky.
Yeah, his laptop is the shits. I gotta
it seems like it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he'll come back to us if he gets it working.
He should come back on his iPhone or on his desktop. But getting back to like Heaven, there's so many tequilas sold in the United States and rum from small family-owned distilleries, and it doesn't mean they're cheap or bad. It just just means they can't afford to advertise like the big boys, and the process is the same. Like with tequila, right? You have to roast the agave, the heart the heart of the agave. You have to roast it before the distilling before making it.
Have you ever had opposite of a cheap whiskey? Have you ever had, what is it, Pappy Van Winkle? Isn't that stuff super expensive?
There's a lot of whiskey out there.
Well, there's a special one, Pappy Van Winkle.
Oh yeah, he's got to go to work.
Supposed to be one of the.
I think, yeah, Peppy Van Winkle. There's a lot of. I see a lot of.
No, that's one of the highest high level whiskey. Pappy Van Winkle's one of the highest.
I see a lot of American whiskeys and bourbons in the liquor store. They have the funniest names and the funniest labels. They're just, I guess, small distilleries. They know what they're doing. It's not like only the big companies know what they're doing. But yeah, bourbon can be made anywhere. It just has to be a new barrel.
There's something.
It's charred. Take care. Thank you for stopping by, Tommy Carroll. Have a safe trip to work and a good, pleasant work shift. Tennessee whiskey is only different from bourbon in the fact that they run it through a charcoal filtering process. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine. I see you fine too.
Hello.
Hello. Do you hear me?
I'm gonna have to leave and come back.
Do you hear me or no? You was fine. Charcoal filtering process. And a lot of them are distilling them, are running it through like several times now. Triple distilled. Yeah, you're fine. I heard every word, and your video was clear.
I couldn't hear.
I mean,
so
that's the important.
Yeah, I left and came back because I couldn't hear anybody, and the volume was, the earshot thing was working. But there's something special about Kentucky that only Kentucky. I read it. It can only be called a certain thing. As far as bourbon, because there's a law. There's a law that Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee is only different. Yeah, there is a difference.
Well, they
I know
charcoal.
Jack Daniels sells. Yeah, Jack Daniels sells a name, whereas Wild Turkey sells a product.
Well, that's a sour
That's
mash.
my opinion.
They use
Yes.
sour. No,
Yeah,
you
that's
gotta
the
deal with
difference.
facts. You can't deal with opinion.
Yeah, the sour mash. There's something special about Kentucky whiskey that can only be called a certain thing. I know it for sure. And it's this, the sour mash process and the charred barrels. Something special about it. I used to know a lot about it.
Jack Daniels made from sour mash. Okay.
Yeah, I should just look up the difference between Jack Daniels and Wild Turkey, and I'll be able to tell you. Hold on a second. Well, go ahead, proceed, but I want to look it up real quick.
Okay. Triple distilled is how most Irish whiskey is made. That's true. That's true. Oh, Ronnie's back, but there's no video. Oofa. Ronnie, where's your video?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine. Maybe you need to go to your iPhone or something.
No, I'm on the computer.
You're on the computer.
I haven't changed anything from the last time we fucking did this shit, man.
What's going on with do you have
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
You have a built-in webcam?
Yeah, but it shouldn't be like that because the last week that I joined, there was no problem, right? So what the fuck?
Maybe you need to smack it, like smack it upside the monitors.
Come on, man.
Or is there any?
Yeah. So Yeah, wild turkey is considered a bourbon,
A wild
and
turkey? What? What?
considered a whiskey.
Come on, a wild turkey.
No, he's talking about the brand Wild Turkey.
Come on, man. We got better things to talk about.
Hey, don't come on here with giving me some lip when you don't even have a picture of me to punch.
No, I got Whiskey Scout.
Don't you come at me without a picture I could punch.
I got
Whiskey Scout,
Whiskey
huh? Whiskey
Scout
Scout. Yeah.
from Kansas. I got King of Dots from somewhere.
He doesn't care. King of Dots doesn't care.
They use a sour mash process in Kentucky, straight bourbon as well. Okay. Okay. I prefer sour
He
mash.
prefers the sour. All right, yeah.
Don't
The
like
difference-
Scotch or Irish whiskey. Smack it, baby. Smack it,
There's a
baby.
profound difference. It's
I can't
true, no
believe
matter what
this,
anyone
James.
says.
I can't be on the fucking show.
Bourbon is not made in Tennessee. It's made in Kentucky.
Try to find settings on you're on a laptop, right?
I'm on a laptop, but I did this last week, and we were fine.
And the
Your
settings,
camera's definitely shut off. Why don't you try to turn the camera off and on the laptop?
Yeah, that's see when I do that. Look what it says. That right? You see what it says? That's what the camera.
No,
off. That's what the camera.
Oh,
off.
it got your
And then
initials.
I turn it off, and it gives me this.
then it's a glitch because it's a symbol of a camera.
All right, so maybe I'll restart the computer. What about that?
There you go. Reboot. When all else fails.
You're still gonna be
When
here,
in
right?
doubt,
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere.
All right, so let me do that.
when in doubt, reboot.
Let me do that. Let me do that.
When in doubt, reboot.
I'm gonna restart. All right, so I'll be back.
Yeah, restart.
Bye now. See you soon.
We'll be here.
Now,
You don't like? Hold on for a second.
Who's
You
from the
don't like-
Natty?
You don't
Someone
like?
said they're from the Natty with Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I'll get to him. You don't like Scotch or
All right,
Irish?
Ronnie. I
Ronnie,
like
when you
Jameson.
gotta
That's a good
reboot,
Irish whiskey.
Reboot. Oh, all right. there
Yeah,
you go.
Jameson's is a good Irish whiskey. As far as
Bushmill,
Irish whiskey goes, Jameson smoother
Cincinnati.
than Bushmill.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about the Big Red Machine, and I was
and back
naming-
in the day, they were really
I was
fantastic
naming
team.
all the players. Johnny Bench,
Joe
Cashier,
Morgan, Johnny Bench, Pete
Rose
Pete
was third
Rose.
base. Dave Concepcion was shortstop. Joe Morgan second base. First base with Tony Perez. Outfield, you had George Foster. You had what's his name? Ken Griffey. You had Ken Griffey.
Senior,
And
Ken Griffey Senior.
Griffey Senior, George Foster, and there was now wasn't Pete Rose moved to the outfield because I think he played two spots. I'm just missing one person that I'm not mentioning. My uncle ran the Jim Beam part of the Bourbon Trail. He never drank. Really? He didn't drink, but he worked there. I've had Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, Colorado, Texas, Utah, and California bourbon whiskeys. Wow, that's why you're the whiskey scout. George Foster almost attacked you. Was he racist? M. Heard my story of meeting George Foster. What was his problem? What did he do that for? Were you like pushing his buttons? Telling him he stunk as a player or something?
I was not hearing you guys. Did you hear me at all?
Well, not when you left.
It forced me off and I came back. I'm having another 9%er.
Oh fuck.
I need a drink after all this fun on the internet.
Look, he rebooted and it didn't help.
Goodbye.
What kind of laptop is that?
A broken piece of shit, it sounds like.
You better throw that laptop in the in-ground pool that you have over there.
Not with anybody in the electrocuted, right?
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? It'd be like,
Oh, not really. Well, I meant they'd die. They'd fry and they'd die.
from just a laptop.
The old fry and die.
George Foster.
Anything.
My oven went off and I am seasoning some cast iron skillets and need to deal with it. Let me tell you, I never followed the instructions for seasoning cast iron by coating it in oil or fat and baking it in the oven. You know how I season mine? Brand new skillet. I just cooked
By using it?
I just cooked fatty, thick sliced bacon for 1 week. Every day, 1 week, bacon, Monday, Tuesday,
Nice.
Wednesday, Thursday, 7 straight days.
Nice.
And it got black. It got seasoned. So what I did was I left the bacon grease. In. I just cleaned it a little, took the
Yeah.
bacon scraps out. I left the fat in there and I put more bacon in. Excuse me. And it was all that bacon fat that was about, I swear you can deep fry with it. It was about this much. It's
Bacon
seasoned.
fat is delicious. Yeah. You ever put bacon fat in scrambled eggs? It's delicious.
Well, you can cook an omelet or scrambled eggs in bacon grease.
Yes, bacon
It's
grease.
It's lard.
I don't make bacon. I bacon every weekend.
It's lard.
Yeah, I'm using pre-made bacon now. Pre-made bacon because I'm lazy.
Yeah, Aldi's. I used to buy that at Aldi's. It was pre-made bacon. Take care, Whiskey Scout. We might see.
Yeah, I bought the Black Label Hormel, like huge. I put it in the freezer. I've had it so long. Just need a few slices, pull them out. It's so convenient. They stopped carrying my favorite bacon. I used to like this maple bacon. Yeah, they don't carry it anymore at my local club. It's kind of a drag.
Oh, maple bacon. So he sold.
Can you hear me on this?
Yeah, I hear you. So George Foster.
So you can hear me, but you can't fucking see me.
Why don't you put?
Can you hear us?
This thing is annoying.
Yeah, no, I do hear you.
Put
I hear
your initials back. Put your initials back. This camera with the slash going through it is annoying me. Like
it is. It's silly.
I mean, I don't know what to do.
RS.
Do you still hear me?
There you go. Yeah,
do
you hear us? Are you hearing us? Yes. Can you hear us?
I hear you.
Ronnie,
I didn't hear you.
Ronnie, everybody calm down. Ronnie, do you have a photo of yourself you can use as a...
I don't want to do that, though. No.
All right, Michael.
All right.
I want to be able
Come on,
to
everybody laugh.
Man, what the fuck, man?
You want to expose yourself? What? Don't do it.
I want to be able to show myself.
I don't know why it's doing this, Ronnie. Yes, I really don't.
It's annoying, man. It's really fucking annoying.
Yeah. So let me get back to King of Dots. So George Foster sold all of his memorabilia.
King of Dots is like what? The Willy Wonka, right?
No, he's not Willy Wonka. He's one of he knows me from Ronald Theriot's shows.
That's where I know you from, also.
Yeah. So, where the fuck? Where'd he go?
What's
going on tonight? Are you there?
I'm here. I just went camera for a minute.
Okay.
I'm still with you. Here, I'll do that one off camera, okay?
This is absolutely ridiculous. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
George Foster was in a cult, and he
George Foreman?
Not George Foreman. Yeah, the grill. George Foreman. You know, it was his daughter that got him to get involved with the Salton Company to make the George Foreman grill. He didn't want to do it.
Whatever it was, she made a good idea.
Yeah, and then he has his signature on it, and yeah. So anyway, he got mad because you mentioned the cult, because the cult, because he probably wished he didn't sell all his memorabilia to cult members. He's probably embarrassed about being in the cult.
You think it was a cult?
Well, that's what King of Dot says.
Oh, the King of Dots says. Okay, so then definitely it's true.
Oh,
as long as that's what the King of Dots says.
Really? In Cincinnati. He's from Cincinnati.
He's from Cincinnati.
He says
so,
Johnny
yeah.
Bench
Johnny Bench is gay, and
Pete Rose is bisexual.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, King of Dots.
Yeah, but King of Dots is
thanks.
from Cincinnati.
In case we need to have our dick sucked.
Yeah, thanks
in
for
case
your
we're like need our dick
King
sucked or anything.
In case we want to hear any fucking bullshit.
Remember when Jordy mentioned what they call the area between a man's anus and his balls?
Yeah, unfortunately I do, and
I don't remember.
Yeah, he
we want to talk about women, by the way, not men. Fucking women.
Yeah, we want women.
Oh, now I can't get my camera back.
That's it.
Yes. Now my camera won't come back.
You don't need it.
Oh, there we go. I'm going to talk about
why does he get a camera and I don't? What the fuck?
Because I'm king of everything. You're king of nothing.
Are you the king of the gays?
By the way, you want to talk about a... No, unfortunately, I'm not. I hope to be one day, though. Thanks. The taint. The woman's taint is what you want to talk about.
The taint.
George married a pretty black local news anchor.
George married
not an anchor from a ship, from a boat. I mean, a woman. Okay, that blew up.
A pretty one. There's very few pretty ones.
He's a miserable black man. He's the anchor blew up. What does that mean? He got a divorce from her?
Maybe he was a man, a pretty young man.
No. He was married to a pretty black local news anchor.
But he's not saying if it was a man or a woman.
You're talking about? Are you talking about a baseball player?
No.
Was Sparky Anderson heterosexual? King of Dots, the manager, Sparky Anderson.
Sparky Anderson, King of Dots. What do you say?
I asked Foster if he was ever
your
able
gay take.
Let me. This is getting interesting. I asked Foster if he was ever able to recover any of his World Series rings and Silver Slugger.
What did he say?
And MVP awards.
What did he say?
Is that when he got mad at you?
Maybe that's when he cut you off. King of Dots. I can't believe, James. I just want to come on, hang out. I can't believe I can't.
I don't. I really don't. Maybe you know what you might have to do. Since you're.
It's really annoying, man.
Since your Sparky Anderson was he was the famous manager of the Big Red Machine. Now why don't you just realize that your laptop is not working tonight and use your iPhone or something or a desktop instead of getting all frustrated? I hope you heard
getting flustered.
Yeah, he's getting so upset over his laptop. Just don't use it.
Exactly.
Sparky Anderson. He was like the Big Red Machine's manager.
Yes, he was.
Very colorful guy. Johnny Bench was gay, really?
I don't think so, but so what if he was? I don't believe it myself.
It was at an autograph show at the UC basketball preseason. What does UC stand for? University of...
I don't know.
No,
Cincinnati?
You would know. King of Dots.
University of Cincinnati, maybe?
King of Dots. Remember, like the Duke of Earl.
Yes, I do.
Dots, king of dots, dots, dots. He knows about Cincinnati.
Well, I better not put on my icon anymore. I have a hard time coming back from it.
You know,
Huh.
you're having a glitch. Ronnie Simpson's having a glitch.
Yes.
Both of
It's
you
a night of long... The twos of us.
Listen, do a cluster click and get your video back and stay there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. What the fuck?
Just
God
like, you
damn.
know, bing, 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 bing. Oh, his name
I'm
was
trying, and it's not agreeing with me at all for some reason.
Did you know?
All right, I'm gonna leave and come back.
Yeah, leave, come back, yeah, and don't, you know, don't
Shit,
do
it
that.
won't even let me leave.
Don't do that no more. Did you know that the Cincinnati Reds is the oldest Major League Baseball team? It started, I think, in the 1860s, and it was the original name is the Cincinnati Red Stockings. That's true. The Cincinnati Red Stockings, and I think they decided to call it the Cincinnati Red Legs. But I like stockings.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Forget about the rock player with the guitar. Forget about the avatar. Just stay. It's too
That's
small.
Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath.
Yeah, but it's too small.
Yeah, you can't mess around with this thing. It doesn't like us tonight.
Look, I'll give you an example. See, that you can make out, right?
Yeah.
That you can make out. That's no
Well,
problem.
mine was bigger before, and I'm not talking about my dick. I'm talking about my avatar. It was bigger before. Just like my picture was big, my photo here, live stream, was bigger. Didn't have these stupid black bars on either side. I do not stand. It does not commute. You girly. So Ronnie is having a night.
Let me see if I can. Great
Yeah, that's
balls
the
of
ticket.
fire.
He finally checked out. Jerry Lee Lewis. He's deceased.
Yeah.
So is Little Richard, all Chuck Berry, all the original rockers, Elvis, Johnny Cash, all the great Sun Records people.
Let me see if I can. Oh, he's a cacksucker. This is a bona fide
Yeah, it's a fudge pack.
Hold on.
It's a fudge pack, all right.
No, I'm trying to show you something.
Yeah, on the phone.
Okay. No. You see, this is the far lower left-hand corner of the studio.
I'm not seeing anything you're talking about. I'm only seeing your red background.
It's my fault. No, that's not gonna. Ain't gonna work. It ain't working. Money for nothing. Chicks for free.
Well, I don't have anything here that will change my screen like that. So
Okay.
you sure there's not something
Now,
at the master controls there where you could make my...
That's what I was doing before. I was like, no. No.
Crazy nights. Yeah, I don't know why I have that centered screen. I have no idea why.
Okay.
I guess I'll just have to.
Okay, let me show you this. Now we're going to school. Now we're going to school. You might have to go. You're
Yeah,
getting
that's a ticket.
your voice is getting wobbly. Let me see. Okay, I'm doing a share screen. Now, this is what I see that made my screen panoramic. Okay, do you see in the lower left-hand corner of the studio? Do you see those two symbols? One looks like a monitor, and one is shaped like a smartphone.
I don't have any idea where you're sharing this. I don't need any.
All right, hold on.
But just to let you know, I don't have. Yeah, I don't.
I'm trying to do a share. What a son of a bitch is this? I swear. It's not working. It's not cooperating. Fuck. All right, let me catch up to. You're gonna have to leave and come back. Your connection is. You froze. You're totally pixely and
All right,
blurry.
I'll do it.
Yeah. In divorce papers, Bench's first wife accused him of being gay. Well, it could be sour grapes. She could be just disgruntled. Women say all kinds of shit when the man leaves her or has an affair. First professional fire department in the United States. Well, that too. So you're Cincinnati and I think Louisville, Kentucky are on the Ohio River. And the Ohio River separates Ohio from Kentucky. So if you cross the river, you're in the Confederacy. And I think that's where Harriet Tubman was helping the slaves escape from Kentucky into Ohio. Give me a chance, man. I was going to bring in. He was there, and I was going to bring him in, and I guess I wasn't fast enough. He abandoned her on their honeymoon. Really? Yikes, that's not nice. Holy shit. There you are.
I hear sound. I see light.
So George Foster of the Cincinnati Reds abandoned his. We're talking about Johnny Bench now, right? We're not on George Foster anymore. Johnny Bench.
Wife accused of being gay in the divorce papers.
He abandoned her on their honeymoon. Yikes! That's why I said that. That's pretty rotten. That's like stiffing somebody at the altar, right? Not sure.
Johnny Bench abandoned her on the wedding night?
She found him at a pool hall with a bunch of men. That doesn't mean he's gay.
No, it doesn't.
That means that she was boring and he wanted to shoot pool.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't mean he's gay.
Yeah, he didn't want to fulfill his conjugal duties. His giblets were not ready to what's the word?
To be roasted.
To be roasted.
Roasted giblets
with bell seasoning. He wasn't ready to consummate.
I bet. Well, I assume he had. Don't you think he had sex with her before he married her, like most people do?
course he did. Nobody
Yeah,
waits.
nobody waits. Why would you wait? You'd never have sex ever.
Nobody waits until
I'm
after
still waiting. I'm 73. I'm still waiting.
nobody
Yeah,
waits until after their wedding night.
that's so
What if
old fashioned. It stinks.
what if she's horrible and
A bad
in
day.
bed? Listen, are you gonna buy shoes
What if
without
you don't
first?
match up as well?
Are you gonna buy? Are you? Yeah, your sound is getting fucked up again. Are you gonna buy shoes without at least like trying them on once?
No. And once it looks free, that's what I say.
She was a damn nice looking skinny blonde. Did she have breasts or was she flat chested? Did she have a nice round gluteus maximus or
Did
was
she
she?
have some bazooms? Did she have a couple of bazooms on her? I need those bazooms.
Was she a stick person? Did she have a flat ass?
I can't go with just nipples. I need a whole bazoom. Need me a bazoom. Couple, 2, 3 of the bazooms.
So the bazooms are like two big Italian hot roast beef sandwiches.
Or what did Steve Martin call them? The golden bozos.
The golden
We
bozo.
won't disrespect women by calling their breasts golden bozos. Yeah, I was not a breastfed child. That's where my fascination with the breasts come from. So I was denied.
Unfortunately, I was given formula as well, and
Yeah,
which
they told mothers they didn't need to breastfeed them because they didn't know the science that we'd get their immune system if we breastfed with them.
you know it, man, because the baby.
I was sick.
Listen,
Yeah.
the newborn baby, and we're going to educate the people viewing. A newborn baby, mammal, not just humanoids, mammals, requires colostrum, but colostrum is only available in the first week or at least the first few days after the mother gives birth. The baby needs the colostrum to develop, to kickstart or jumpstart the immune system, to develop the immune system.
And I tell you, when I was a kid, I was sick all the time. Sore throat, tonsillectomy, tonsillitis,
I had
strep throat.
I had the chicken pox. I had the measles. I had the mumps. I had mono. I had this.
Me too.
I had all the aboves.
I had mono as well. I remember I had a high fever and they were putting ice things on my head. I had a high fever as a young kid.
I had to put that pink calamine.
Oh yeah.
Calamari.
I had that on my feet. I had really bad breakout on my feet of allergies when I was a kid. Oh, it went away through puberty. Puberty saved my life. My feet got better. I wanted to chop them off like Kunta Kinte. They got.
Did the calamine lotion help you?
No, I had put him some red stuff the doctor gave me, and he like a red dye thing. And I tell you, they didn't send me to an allergist. That was the biggest problem. They sent me to a skin doctor, which I should have been in. See what the. Yeah, they told me that I was allergic to my own sweat.
That doesn't sound good.
I know one thing: fresh grass clippings aren't good for my allergies.
You know, the human allergies they can be very bizarre.
And they can come at any time. There was never a nut allergy when I was a kid. No one died from eating peanut butter.
Well, you know, peanuts are very high in toxic lectins. So
toxic?
Toxic lectins. So is pumpkin seeds. So is sunflower seeds.
Are those good for you? I know lectins are, but you said toxic lectins.
No, lectins are toxic to any animal that tries to eat the grain or the seed that has it's high in lectins. Lectin is a defense chemical put there by nature to prevent other animals from eating it, so their species can be perpetuated. But the thing is, there are ways to get rid of the lectins and neutralize it. Like, for instance, when I make my homemade muesli, granola, whatever the hell you want to call it, I rinse the oatmeal, the organic oatmeal, in a strainer by the kitchen sink until the water runs clear.
Yeah.
Why? Because oats are loaded with lectins. Almonds have to be peeled and blanched because the skin of the almond is high in lectins. And this is
Okay.
why people have been coming down with all kinds of illnesses because
From nuts?
the lectins causes inflammation in the body.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, so this is the reason. This is what we were not told. Peanuts, high in lectins. I think it's the skin.
Wow.
I honestly think it's the skin. So
The only peanuts I ate with skin were the Spanish ones. Most of them don't have
that was
skin.
my favorite peanut.
Spanish one?
The Indians of South, I think the Aztecs and the Incas, they call it cacahuate, the peanut, cacahuate, because they're grown, in the Andes Mountains. In Spanish, they call it mani, peanut. But
Don't the
peanut,
peanuts grow underground in a vein, right? In the dirt?
yeah, they're not nuts. They're
No,
legumes.
they're seeds. They're seeds, I heard.
No, I'm saying they're seeds, but they're legumes. They're in the bean family.
Oh, the
And
peanuts are one of the greatest things that George Carver Washington ever developed.
and beans are very toxic if you eat them raw. I mean, if you eat raw red kidney beans, they could kill you.
Wow.
That's why you have to soak them
Yes.
and rinse them really good and then cook them. They got to be cooked. Soy, you notice the Asian people, all the soybean products, they never even cook whole soybean. They're all fermented. All the
Yes.
soy is fermented
The
for
sauces and everything.
yeah, whether it be tempeh, tofu, whether it be fermented soybean paste, whether it be soy
So the
sauce.
fermentation gets rid of the lectins?
Yes, whether it be natto, which I tried for the first time. Not the most exciting food in the world, but anyway, it's very good for you. Anyway, let me see what King of Dot says here.
Something about his germs.
My workmate was meeting for pot on the bridge downtown, and Pete, as in Pete Rose, right, drove up in the lot below and got into another guy's Lambo. You mean limo? And was tongue kissing. Oh, Lambo is maybe Lamborghini, and was tongue kissing the other guy, all in view at twilight. I am
Interesting.
say it's not. Say it's not so. Say it's not so. I'm very disappointed.
These guys are dick squeezers, eh?
I mean, with their fame and fortune, they really have to resort to that. I don't know. I'm very. This happened when? 1994. Is this after he was caught betting against the Cincinnati Reds and was expelled?
Yeah, they'll never put him in the Sox. They'll never in either.
I had every germ. Now I behave like a germ. I am toxic. Has been. Human beings. Wouldn't it be funny if a cannibal made a pot of chili and he said he used human beings in the chili? What does the cannibal give you when you're late for dinner? The cold shoulder.
Oh God, that's bad.
Too corny, right?
Some of these serial killers have been cannibals, not just
Jeffrey
you know,
Dahmer.
yeah, no, not just Jeffrey Dahmer.
Hey, where the hell is where's Michael Hill now? I wanted to tell him that I enjoyed his juicing video where he was using his masturbating juicer. I mean masticating juicer,
Okay.
and he juices. He makes some really nice juices.
Sounds good.
Puts the greens in there, all kinds of veggies. So he vanished.
And,
What's his name?
Simpson with all his problems.
Ronnie spent so much time cursing out his laptop that all he had to do
And asking who was gay.
And all he had to do was come back with his iPhone or go on the desktop.
What was he thinking?
Corny jokes.
Yes.
I'm heading out. What is it? It's your Central Time, like Mick is, right?
9:52. Yeah, I think Cincinnati's on the same time.
Central Time. Is Cincinnati like really close to Louisville, Kentucky? I think it might be.
I think it is.
Yeah, because it's in the same like general region. They're both on the Ohio River. That's where Muhammad Ali grew up, Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes, he did. And where did Lincoln grew up in Kentucky and then came to Illinois to start his political career?
Oh, you mean as a child when he had to walk really far to school? It was in Kentucky.
He was born in Kentucky and lived there, and then came to Illinois to become a politician.
Oh, so he spent his childhood in Kentucky.
I think so.
So he was technically a Confederate that turned Yankee. Blue.
Well, you know, they call our plates say Land of Lincoln because Lincoln came here and he became a president when he was here.
Was he ever a governor of Illinois or?
I don't think so. I don't remember his political career. He's one of the greatest presidents that ever lived, despite some people's what they say about him.
Well, some people might be from the deep South and
have their prejudice live year after century after century,
and they don't like the idea that they lost the war.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And they're still in their minds. They're still fighting the war. Thank you for stopping by, King of Dots, and Whiskey Scout and Bart Robinson, and Tommy Carroll, who went to work. He works overnight. He doesn't tell us what he does overnight, but that's all right. And Masumi, yeah. Masumi from Japan, yeah. And we had Ronnie S for a short period of time
with a camera problem,
where he's cursing out his laptop, and then we have me and you.
And I've been coming and going a couple times, but just not going in my pants.
What I was saying when I was flying solo was at the beginning of the show, I was saying, the news media, they're saying, oh, guess what? Joe Biden is behind Donald Trump in the polls. And Robert Reich said it's too early. It's way too early to make any judgments.
Yeah, well, they love to do that. The media loves polls, and they don't ask anyone like you or me. We don't know who the fuck they're asking. We did a poll. Who are you polling?
Yeah, who are you polling?
Exactly. I don't.
Polls imaginary.
Yeah, I don't trust that bullshit. And they act like Trump is going to win again. If he wins again, we're in a shitload of trouble. Because He will become a dictator and say he's not leaving. I
Well,
guarantee it if he wins again.
Cher says if he wins in 2024, she's going to blow her brains out.
Cher? Is that a promise or just an empty threat?
It could be an empty threat.
Yeah, because she has no brains, you mean?
Yeah, who the hell was it that said she's leaving? You know how many celebrities said they're leaving the country? If
Yeah,
Donald Trump
by the way, Cher was bragging about not having sex for 8 or 10 years. Well, you know, maybe there wasn't enough lube available.
I don't believe it. I don't.
Oh, I'm on my second beer. That means I'm almost done drinking for the night.
Oh, is
When
that
I drink those 8%, 9%. Yeah,
I was gonna say you got the Imperial 9%.
I got the Wicked Brew from Uniborn.
Instead
Unibrow.
of unicorn, unibrow, unibrew.
Yeah. Yeah, you just need 2 of these and you're set for the night. Last night I had an edible and I had a couple of 8% ciders.
Oh, the Ace.
Yeah, I'm going to put the phone down for a second.
I mean, some people can't find the Ace ciders in their region.
I got to make sure I don't have a catastrophe over here.
Yeah, I don't have any problem.
I have the fridge off, and they could come flying out at any time. So I'm trying to make sure they don't. Now I'm having the Don Diego.
Oh man,
9%, and then I'm going to be in the moon after this.
I don't think you're going to need an edible with those.
No, yesterday I had one. Yesterday, sir. I don't do edibles day after day. I can't do it. One a week is the most I do of edibles.
Now, could you get edibles from a pharmacy, or do you have to go to a dispensary?
Dispensary. No pharmacy has anything such like it.
Fucking motherfuckers.
Because they got to get you in that 30% tax.
Fuck them.
30% tax for weed. So yesterday I had an edible and 2 ciders. Tonight I'm just having beers. I do not do back edibles. Otherwise, I think I'll be exhausted for too long. You know what I'm saying?
They know that weed is a miracle plant.
Oh,
and they're busting balls. The government. That's what they're doing. You know, what you think it might get to the point where people can just walk around with a corncob pipe sticking out of their mouth and just, you know, smoking weed and
maybe in 20 years or so when all the old guard is dead.
So it would have to be federally legalized.
Yeah, he better make that one of his executive orders. Whatever he's doing, that's what they do. They write up a bunch of executive orders at the end, and they release a bunch of prisoners.
He better release everybody that was jailed for marijuana.
Weed. Yeah, he better.
And he better sign an executive order to expunge a student loan debt.
Yes, and make weed legal federally.
And yes, and he also better stack the Supreme Court with progressives.
Stack. Yeah.
Because you have to counter all the right-wing nuts that Donald Trump appointed.
He appointed 3 of them. It was such a fucking setup.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell.
They wouldn't let Obama. Mitch McConnell sold his soul to the devil. When he dies, he's going to be sucking on Satan's cock. That motherfucker.
He arranged it so the Trump appointed Supreme Court justices got in really quick. Just slide them right in. And I got news for the right wing. Their counterfeit Christian cult religion is the reason why the founding fathers separated church from state.
Exactly.
And nobody's religion should ever affect law because no one has been able to prove that their God exists.
Exactly. It exists in your own minds.
You know, a religion causes more trouble
Than it's worth.
on this earth than it's worth.
Oh, I heard that the Vatican's gonna baptize transgender people now, and Bill Maher made a real funny joke saying, "Well, you know, they relate because there's gay men in dresses as priests, so they can relate to transgenders."
Yeah,
It was so funny.
I was watching a recent Bill Maher interview. He was great. He was great.
You should see his show sometime. You'd love it.
He was great. Why don't the priests wise up and eliminate this celibacy, you know, and allow the priests to date and get married?
Well, they do
This
in the
is
Eastern
ridiculous.
Rite. They just don't. In the Eastern Rite, they can be married, and regular Roman Catholics don't allow it. And I heard that was because the church was losing land all the time, or something. Something, you know, the church needs to grab land and money. Church is very greedy.
Damn right they are. Well, they confiscated a lot of fucking gold from the Incas in South America. All
Well, I
those,
tell you, you know that, like the great late George used to say, he's all powerful, all money.
well, I couldn't.
Lots of money.
Your audio was very distorted. You're talking about George Carlin?
Yes, the great George Carlin said, if God is all powerful and all knowing, why does it need so much money?
Because those people are really not godly. You know, the Vatican, Joel Osteen, Benny Hinn,
Oh,
and all the people like that. They're not godly people. The Vatican, they, you know, why don't you know how many poor children they can feed with the money
well, yeah, and I thought Elon Musk should not buy Twitter. He should give all that money to the poor. That's what I thought. We should end child hunger. We need to
Well, you know,
more.
Elon Musk needed a pastime, a hobby, and I think he bought Twitter so he can tweet like Donald Trump used to tweet. He tweets all the time, Elon Musk. You know, just like Trump.
Yeah, I don't follow him. Him and his daddy's money, just like Trump, daddy's money.
Yeah, and I refuse.
Yeah, he's not a self-made man.
I refuse to click like to fucking Zuckerberg's page.
Oh.
You know, there's a lot of
worthless people,
ass kissers, a lot of sycophants, sucking
well,
up. Go ahead. You're
committed, and they wouldn't tell me what it was.
Your audio is getting. You froze.
Sorry, man.
I can hear you. Your video froze, but your audio is good, and then it stops, and it goes
crazy,
like,
ain't it?
I was like, you know,
like, the Martians are taking over. Ooh. Speaking of gay, I heard that George, what the fuck was his name? The big guy that did War of the Worlds.
George.
He was
no,
Orson Welles. Orson Welles. I heard he was a pole smoker.
A lot of them were.
I guess everyone in Hollywood's gay.
I heard that Boris Karloff was
gay or bisexual.
No. Gay. Well, Bela Lugosi used to call him a cocksucker all the time.
Oh yeah, Bela Lugosi was hetero all the way. Yeah. There's a few of them in Hollywood.
Vincent Price, I think, had a fake marriage because I hear he was.
Yeah. I told you that he married a lesbian. They had an arranged marriage so they could both be gay and accepted.
Well, just like, remember when Merv Griffin married Zsa Zsa Gabor?
Oh, was that so he could go out with Danny Terrio on the side?
Yeah, Dance Fever, Denny Terry, and also um, yeah, because he produced Dance Fever. It was a Merv Griffin production.
Yeah.
Now, who's the other one? Oh, Michael Jackson, that phony marriage to
that was disgusting.
Lisa Marie Presley. Was that?
Hey, did you ever hear the joke? They found Jim Neighbors dead. He was bobbing up and down on the Hudson.
Really?
Rock Hudson, get it? Jim
Oh.
Neighbors was found dead. Because they were in a gay marriage together before gay marriage was real.
Really? They dated?
Yeah, Jim Neighbors and him married. They were married.
Shazam! So when he said Shazam, Rock Hudson was banging him in the ass.
Or vice versa. Yeah, they found Jim Neighbors bobbing up and down on the Hudson. That's the joke.
When he used to say Shazam.
They how did Rock Hudson die? Bad meat in the can, botulism. All right, I gotta stop. I don't want to bash the gays. The gays have a right to live. I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti-trans. Gay people have a right to live, and I'm sorry if those jokes offended anyone.
Yeah, no, let's cease and desist.
I don't care if Pete Rose was gay and Johnny Bench. Who gives a fuck? It's their life. It's their business.
As long as nobody forces their lifestyle on us, that's all. It's fine.
Yeah, to each his own is what we say, and go with God, each of you.
But I believe that certain things should be kept private. They shouldn't rub everybody's nose in it.
Except for the molesters. They need to be outed. The priests and the child molesters, they should be all...
Yeah, well, that's pedophilia.
Yeah, pedophilia should be arrested. And here's a way to avoid crack cocaine. Don't try it. Here's a way to avoid child porn. Don't look for it. You'll be okay if you don't do those things.
Just don't do it.
Yeah, don't try it once. Because once you try it, that's when you become hooked, and that's when you get in real trouble.
The end of the song, White Line, makes me feel so fine. At the end of the song, they go, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's an anti-drug song. It sounds pro-drug, but it's not. White lines on the mill. Yeah, that's a good song. Grandmaster Flash.
It gets arrested, gonna do some time. The businessman is caught with 24 kilos. He's out on bail. He's out of jail, and that's the way it goes.
Yeah, white collar crime. That's a good song, bro.
You know what? The video is pretty cool.
I have that album, Grandmaster Flash.
No, but I'm saying when you see these old videos, music videos on YouTube, a lot of them are great.
The good old days.
Somebody from Scotland, the King of Haggis. There he is.
Oh, Uncle, Bob's your uncle. That was a saying from Angus Crock, the Scottish cook. So I see he has a full screen, and I have a centered screen. I don't know the difference. It must be my phone.
Jordy, hey, how you doing, man? How was your week? Boom, 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 boom. White line, pure as the driven snow, makes me feel so fine.
It's been cold, James. It's been fucking cold, man.
It's cold here too.
It's been foggy. It was like hell up there.
And where
fog.
Lake Michigan, where Mick is, in Illinois, it's cold.
No fog right now. It was 50 today.
We had heavy fog today. Did you have heavy fog, Jordy? Did you have a lot of fog or fog?
This morning, yesterday, and the day before. Yeah. Heavy.
All right. I'm gonna ask Jordy some. Oh, Mick's having a problem getting his full screen like yours and mine.
I got black bars on both of mine. I don't know why.
If you're on a phone, you gotta turn it this way.
There it is.
All right.
There you go. There you go.
That's all. It's all in the turn of a wrist. I see. It's all in the turn of a wrist. I see.
So
I never.
you're horizontal now.
Yes.
You're a schmuck. Jordy to the rescue. Thank you, Jordy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Jordy to the rescue.
Hey, brother.
Instead of Jim Dandy to the rescue. Jordy to the rescue. Da-da-da.
Go, Jim Dandy. Go, Jim Dandy.
I gotta grab a beer. On that note,
That's a very funny old song. Go, Jim Dandy. Go, Jim Dandy.
That was covered by Black Oak, Arkansas. The singer Jim Mangrum took the stage name Jim Dandy, and he grew quite ugly.
Da-da-da.
Jim Dandy? I don't know about Jim Dandy, but I know
It's a song.
You know who Jim Leahy is?
Nope.
Come on, you gotta know who Jim Leahy is.
Not in the States, we don't. Sorry, we're ignorant.
Yeah, you do. Come on, man.
Jim Leahy?
Yeah,
Oh, Leahy? Oh,
Leahy.
yeah. Well, who is he? He's famous, right?
Yeah.
Or infamous.
Or infamous. So, Jordy, how's your dad doing?
Dude, I seen him today.
Oh, good.
Doing awesome. Doing awesome. And I seen my bad brother Chris. Chris is doing awesome as well. Shout out to Chris. You know, he's got engaged, by the way. He's got engaged to his his girlfriend.
Nice. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, do they have at Scottish wedding receptions? Do they have a lot of good food?
Yeah, we were talking about that today, and they were saying we don't care about kilts, but we want people to be in kilts. And I was like, I'll wear a kilt.
I would wear a kilt if I was by you.
I would wear a kilt.
But I have to have I want a red, like, what do they call that? A tartan?
Tartan.
The pattern is a tartan, right?
Tartan.
I want red.
But James, the thing is, if you wear a coat, you wear nothing under it, son.
Oh, you mean originally? You're not supposed to have anything under it.
Wait, picture this. Picture a birthday suit.
Yeah, I would wear as long as there's a lot of red, and it could be red and green, like Christmas colors. It could be red, green, and black, or red. Yeah,
let your cock and your balls dangle.
It's wool. Yeah, but a tartan. I mean, a kilt is wool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So wool keeps your ass warm.
Keeps your balls warm.
And your balls too. And your schlong, your banger sausage.
It keeps that warm as well. All right.
Yeah, this is cashmere, and it's pretty effective.
Oh, that's a scarf, not a vest?
Oh, God.
I thought it was a vest for a minute.
No, you had a vested interest in my vest?
Yeah, in the vestibule.
In the vestibule. Jimmy Dandy to the rescue. Da-da-da.
So, Jordy, has your father had a heart attack or something, unfortunately? What's going on with your father?
Okay, let me let you into something. Okay, my real dad is an asshole. Okay,
I understand.
But my uncle Dave, I count him as a real fella because he's been.
I understand.
So the man I met is Uncle Dave.
Yeah, yeah, that's the guy that I count as my real fella, James, mate.
Gotcha. So what's going on with Uncle Dave? Is he okay?
He had an aneurysm in his heart.
Oh shit, that's pretty serious.
But they did an operation and they turned his heart around and they so they managed to get rid of it before it could happen.
Oh, he's really lucky.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger had a aorta valve, I think, replaced. They put a pig valve because pigs' organs are incredibly very similar to human organs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the best thing is when they grow an organ for you in a lab, and they grow it based on your DNA. This way, you don't have to take anti-rejection drugs.
Yeah. So Uncle Dave, is he out of trouble then now? He's doing on the mend?
No, dude, he's doing good, man.
So he's out of trouble and he's on the mend.
Thank God. Thank
He's
God.
doing good.
Cheers to your Uncle Dave.
Cheers to Uncle Dave. God bless him.
Wait,
May he recover fully.
My real father was an asshole, and he left my mom.
I'm sorry to hear that.
My real father was a big time asshole.
My Uncle Dave has always been there. He's like my father figure, you know.
Gotcha. That's all you need is someone to look up to.
I had three male role models to take the place of one big time asshole. I had my Uncle Frank, my Uncle Philip, and my grandfather John, and they took the place of my asshole father. Well, I didn't know my father died like 10 years ago.
Wow.
Nobody told me and my sister.
He stayed out of touch. That's not good.
He stayed out of touch from day one. He had emphysema, they told me, from smoking.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, James. Sorry.
My mother had COPD before she passed away from smoking.
You know what? It's a horrible way to go when you can't breathe. When you cannot breathe, oxygen is life.
Yeah, you need air.
Mm-hmm. You need air, and you need hemoglobin in your blood. Carries the oxygen and removes the carbon dioxide. Yeah, you need.
Well, when you smoke cigarettes, you're putting carbon dioxide into your veins, your bloodstream. You're putting carbon dioxide.
What? Monoxide. Carbon monoxide.
Okay, hold on, James.
Yeah.
What is your guys' opinion on marijuana?
I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's one of the most medicinal plants in the world.
Yes.
I think it should be.
And hemp, you get clothing out of it.
And hemp makes a better material than cotton.
Yes.
Hemp.
Stronger.
And hempcrete is better than concrete. It's stronger than concrete. They take.
I've never heard of it before.
Take the fibers of the hemp, you mix it with cement. You have hempcrete. It's the most durable building material. Yeah.
What about you, Jordy? What are your feelings on marijuana?
I think it should be legalized. I mean,
it is
right
here in my state. It is.
Lucky.
If it was legalized, let's say if Scotland and the United Kingdom turned around and legalized it, that means you could walk around with a freaking corncob pipe full of marijuana, and you could be puffing away outside.
I can walk around with one of these, and I wouldn't care. You know.
Jim Dandy to the rescue! Ba-da-da. Jim Dandy to the rescue!
But what do I think about marijuana? I think it should be legalized. I think it helps people. I think it's the most amazing herb on the planet. It helps people.
Ham and nigger?
Yes.
That can't be.
It helps with anxiety. It helps relax you. It helps you. It releases endorphins. It makes you happy. I had an edible yesterday. I was feeling pretty good.
Hammond, Egger.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little something. Okay.
Okay.
That's the troll. No, that's not me. That's the troll.
Jordy, I can't hear you. Sorry, James is talking. I apologize. I want to hear what you have to say,
All
Jordy.
right, hold on. I'll call you later. I'm still on the phone.
Sorry if I was talking over anyone. I didn't mean that.
No, you didn't.
Go
No,
ahead.
you weren't. James was in conversation, so we want to hear what you have to say. Please,
All right, go ahead.
re-
Repeat what you were saying.
yes, please.
What were we saying again? What were we talking about again?
Marijuana.
I should have muted my microphone. It's my fault.
For God's sakes.
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot. What? Oh.
Well,
See, that's what I mean. I hate that. So.
You're probably
No, we
just.
were talking about legalization. If the United Kingdom and Scotland and Ireland all legalize marijuana, that means you can smoke in public.
No, that's not what I want.
Not inside a restaurant. I mean, not indoors. I mean,
in the street.
Legalize it, don't
in the
put
street.
it
Like
aside.
you can get a corncob pipe.
Isn't
like
it a song
Popeye,
by Peter Tosh? Legalize it.
I'm sure Willie Nelson.
Yes!
He's big time.
Yes. Boom.
Willie Nelson's big time for.
Dude, Mick, you have
national
earned my respect. You're a cool guy, but I think you're even more of a cool guy now that you said that there. Fuck yeah.
I just want to tell everyone we've been getting a lot of people watching for YouTube and Twitch. I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch, and Twitch. The addition of Twitch is producing a lot more viewers than Twitter or anywhere else, and I'm very happy with it. I just want to say hi, greetings to everyone on Twitch, as well as YouTube, and we have Geordie K from Scotland, and he writes music. He's a techno enthusiast, and he produces techno music, electronica. And then we have Mick Von Raven, originally from Chicago, Illinois, and Mick is
yes, sir.
He is the foremost authority on being the foremost authority. Okay.
The foremost and the foremost.
The foremost of the foremost of the
but
foremost.
I'm foremost.
But foremost, you're the foremost.
James,
of the foremost.
Can you guys hear me? I don't know.
Yes, we can.
Yes, but
Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you see me?
You got to increase your microphone.
You got to increase it?
Yeah, increase your mic volume.
How the fuck do we do that?
Well, on your if you're using your phone.
No, I'm not using my phone. I'm using the computer.
Oh, using the computer, on the very bottom, usually on the right-hand side, on the very bottom, there's a bar, there's a taskbar. You're going to see a horn. You're going to see a little symbol of like a horn, or an old-fashioned speaker.
Can't see it. Sorry, James.
Yeah, there's a microphone. There's a microphone symbol. It's all the way at the bottom on the right. If you have Windows, right? So you got to go all the way to the bottom.
I got Google Chrome.
Right.
Do I make you horny? Do I?
Do I make you randy, baby?
Now tell Jordy what you've been drinking.
Do I make you horny?
I've been drinking
Unibrows from Canada. They're 9%. Hold on. To the moon.
He went back to the.
What? What is it?
9% alcohol. It's Don Diego Unibrow from Canada. It's
Oh,
9% alcohol. Some good shit. Drink 2 of those and you'll be set for the night. Second one.
Wow, man, that's fucking
I like
strong,
these
bro.
high-powered beers. Yeah, you drink these and you're all set for the night. 2 of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Fuck,
That
you're
way I don't
salty.
drink too much. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
I take that as a compliment.
Hey,
I think it's a compliment. Yes,
take
sir.
this with peace, love, happiness, and stay awesome to you, good sir.
Yes, but this way means fuck you in the UK, right? This means peace. This means fuck you, right?
This way means fuck you. This is peace. This means fuck you.
Exactly. And in the
Yeah.
States, this means fuck you.
That means fuck you.
Excuse me.
That means fuck you. This means peace.
Yeah, the middle finger. Yeah, in the UK, this means fuck you.
Interesting. Learning something new.
Many signs. Oh, this yellow thing saying, oops, bad connection. I want to kill it.
Ignore it. Unless you told me that your Wi-Fi only works good in certain parts of the house.
What, me? No, it didn't.
No, not you, Mick.
Oh.
Mick.
What are you drinking? McEwen or something?
What am I drinking?
Yes.
Heineken.
You gotta take the mirror.
Heineken. In
This is a
Scotland,
Heineken, though.
you're not drinking fucking
Yeah.
McEwen Scotch ale or nut brown ale or anything?
Nah. We get that all the time.
Beer, brother. Scott.
Dude,
McEwen Scotch ale. I've had it. It's good.
Mick, look at my fucking wall, bro. I drink every type of beer, and I love the American beers.
Nice. Excellent.
I like the
microbrews in America drink.
I like the United Kingdom beers. I would love to try the Scottish brown ale.
Well, James, if you were going to
McEwen's ale, Scottish ale, and then there's Newcastle brown ale. Those are both good. So is Negro Modelo, the Mexican. That's good too.
What about Samuel Smith?
Don't drink that. Don't drink Newcastle brown ale. Don't.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I like Samuel Smith, nut brown.
Shit.
What's wrong with? Oh, you think that you don't like that? Really? I've drank it many times in the past. What's wrong? Why is it like old style or something?
Okay, well, it used to be good, okay, but then they changed the recipe, and now it's shit. That's it. But
why they changed it up? Is it being brewed in Canada or something?
No, it's still brewed in Newcastle,
Scotland. Yeah, but it's a different recipe.
Yeah, but okay,
that's bullshit.
James, I am going to send you a bottle of McEwen's Champion, and okay, fuck it, I'm gonna send you a 6-pack of McEwen's Champion. On the only deal is that you send to this guy, okay?
McEwen's.
Yeah, the McEwen Scotch Ale is the one I had.
You guys can't get McEwen Champion though.
No, we can't.
Is it a brown ale?
No, it's a super. It's a very strong ale. It's 8.5%. It's a super lager ale.
Oh wow.
Okay. It's beautiful though. I just remember one night, me and my mate John were having a party. We were having a house party. We were enjoying ourselves. And then he says, go to the shops. And I was like, okay. And he says, buy 2 packs of beer, but buy a can or something for me and you to drink strong. And I was like, okay. And in my mind, I was like, okay, I'll go for a strong beer then. And I went to the shop, and the thing I seen was Tennant's Super Lager. Beside it was Carlsberg Special Brew. So what I did was I got 2 cans of Tennant's Super and 2 cans of Carlsberg Super.
Okay.
And me and John drank them, and we had a hell of a night. And I tell you, those beers were delicious, to be honest with you. They were really good, really nice tasting beers. Okay, my apologies.
Well, they're like German lagers. They're clear, right? They're golden.
They're golden and they taste sweet, very
Yeah,
sweet.
I'm not really into that. I like the dark stuff, like
Yeah.
like
Try that Sam Smith's Nut Brown Ale. That's good.
I used to
You
get
like a dark
Sam Smith Nut Brown Ale. Yeah, I loved that. I thought that was better than Newcastle.
So James,
Negro Modelo is also delicious. Negro Modelo.
True. Very true.
Modelo, Mexican lager.
Negro,
It's a brown.
it's like been tasting. It's so good.
James, I know for a fact
The Germans taught.
James, you prefer stouts. You prefer the dark beers.
Well, I like dark lagers.
Yeah, I know.
I like dark lagers.
Beck's has a good dark one. Beck Dark is good.
Yeah.
And Sapporo from Japan. Sapporo Black Ale.
That's a good beer.
Black lager is excellent.
Sapporo is a good beer, James.
But I mean, the black
Kirin
lager.
is also a good beer. Kirin, that's good too.
Kirin in Japan?
Kirin's from Japan. Kirin
Ichiban.
Ichiban, number one means number one.
Yes.
And there's Asahi. Asahi, I wasn't impressed
You were
with.
talking about
Asahi Super Dry.
You're talking about Carlsberg. Jordy, you were talking about Carlsberg. They make elephant beer. That's like 7.9%.
Yeah.
The elephant beer by Carlsberg. Also, have you had Delirium Tremors?
Yes, I have. Delirium Tremors, yes, I have.
That's good too.
That's
good. That's like 8.9.
It's strong, brother. It's a
I'm
Belgian.
getting quite buzzed off these 9% beers I'm drinking.
That's a Belgian
2,
beer.
and I'm done for the night.
But as you were saying earlier, I have never had Carlsberg Elephant, but I know what you're talking about, you know. But Delirium Tremors, I've had that, yeah. It's like it's a weird ass bottle. The bottle for that beer is so cool, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, the United States has a tremendous amount of great micro-brewed craft beers that blow away any nationally advertised beers. The nationally advertised beers are garbage. There's like preservatives in it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he'll be back.
Oh,
actually, I'm going to stir fry. I'm going to take my wok out and stir fry. I have broccoli. I have tofu marinated, and I got Chinese Szechuan noodles that I boiled. So I'm gonna.
James, why don't you ever do a live stream of you cooking? I would watch that.
Oh, you mean a video of me, a live stream of me cooking?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
I don't think I ever did that. Oh, you know what I did?
You should do that.
I've done live streams of me going to the all-you-can-eat Japanese restaurant for sushi.
Oh yeah, I seen that, and my wife commented. Yeah, I remember that. But you should do your own live stream. You know, cooking.
And the buffet.
Watch
Remember,
that stuff, brother.
remember when I used to go to the buffet? Yeah, I have them, but
What do you got? What do you have cooking right now, then?
well, nothing. I gotta heat up the wok. I'm gonna do broccoli with the seasoned tofu, and then I'm gonna put the Chinese noodles that I boiled in with them. Mix it up,
Mm.
because with tofu you can season it in any way you want.
What about
And
bamboo shoots? Bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots.
I don't have any bean sprouts or bamboo shoots. No, I don't have any.
Oh no, you gotta have those.
I know bean sprouts, well, water chestnuts, bamboo shoots, and
I love bamboo shoots, James. I
yeah,
love
bean
bamboo shoots.
sprouts. You ever have the water chestnut? It's very like crunchy.
Yeah, I love those too. Water chestnuts, I love them. And spring onions, you know.
Spring onions, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they use spring onions a lot in Asian cooking.
You know, that's what we use in a stir fry here in Scotland.
You know what? I bet Scotland would love the Szechuan, hot and spicy Szechuan Chinese food.
Szechuan.
Szechuan province in China, everything they make is hot and spicy.
Oh, sounds nice.
It's the part of China where the panda bears are from, all mountains. And the weather's very cool there. And they cook with a lot of spice, a lot of hot pepper and everything. And being that Scotland gets very chilly, they would probably love it, like Indian. You guys have Indian food in Scotland?
Yeah, we got Indian takeaways and stuff like that. We can get like doner. Do you know what a doner kebab is?
I know what a kebab is.
Doner, Donner kebab.
A doner kebab.
Yeah, look that up. Look that up, James.
I gotta look it up.
Doner kebab. It's beautiful. That's what we get in Indian.
They take a skewer and they put different things: meat, veggie, another veggie, another piece of meat.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, but they also do this thing called a chicken. Sorry, my bad.
Chicken tikka, chicken tikka.
Yeah, a chicken tikka pizza.
Or even a tandoori chicken.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you like basmati rice, the Indian basmati rice?
Is that yellow stuff?
No, it's a type of rice from northern India. They grow it in the Himalayas, and it's very aromatic. When you're boiling it, it smells really nice.
Oh, cool, man. Is it good for your health as well?
Yeah, it has a nice flavor. It has like a sweet, nutty aroma.
James, I will be working on a new tune, and I will send you it first of my hands. But
yeah, I'm gonna close up shop because I got a little hungry. I'm gonna start cooking, so I'm gonna close up. Listen, God bless you. And, thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. Like always. All right.
James, thank you for having me, my friend. Thank you. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to jump
I'll talk to you soon.
James, cheers, brother. Thank you for having me, my friend.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.